Hello.
Hi.
Look at that tall man right there. Look at that tall man.
That's a tall motherfucker.
It is a tall man. Look at that tall man.
Hey.
Hi. Anthony's here.
It's me.
Hi.
Did you see the
Why
last?
don't
I
you
forgot
hear up
about
there,
the drawing
Talman?
I did for last Quietmarch. Tongue.
Did you see the last game? If you did, then you know why Anthony's here.
You will not be
If
explaining
not,
this in the
then,
recap.
yeah.
Definitely not be explaining anything in the recap. Hello all. We're here. We're gonna jump into game.
Hello.
The art, obviously, in case people would like to know, was obviously made by Den. Very lovely and talented Den. They actually redesigned a lot of the armor, since the armor was very much like old. Like that art was like 5-6 years old. We are going to still be using the art, at least for the time being, probably, for the token. But we have the updated Den art of for the reactive right there. It's very nice, very good. We like it. If we want to see the full version of it, you're gonna see like a trickery here. We artificially made him that tall. Look, his legs don't go all the way to the bottom. But if you look at his shoulder, I love like the new bird symbol that's there. It's very cute. I love the darker armor, like it's a darker gray than what we had on their previous. I love the symbol. I love everything about it. It's very good. And you have eyes, so you can blink.
Yep.
Very nice.
The blinker.
Got some blinkers. You got to show people which way you're
Turn
going
those
by turning on your blinkers.
on. Yeah.
I also do love
Turn those blinkers on.
I just love that we also kept it distinct from the other one I had.
Oh yeah.
Because this is the facsimile of a Templar, obviously.
We will get new art of the other one as well. I need to get new art whenever we get the money. Whenever we get the money and I'm not starting 2 games at once again. We need to get new art for white, orange, and black, so we can get those 3 updated. I don't know if we need others. Do we need any of the other ones updated?
I don't think so.
I think it's just those 3 we need to get updated. And depending on if that's the time we stop saying colors or not, we may need one for an emerald at that point as well. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll
one of them
finally
stagos.
pull that one out from the time capsule.
One of those stagos.
One of them stagmans.
One of those stagmans to go with the stag lore that I've still not gotten back to since I lost the data for it, because every time I have a setback I just want to throw it away.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
No, I told you that. Whenever I was writing your lore, literally I think I lost like 3 paragraphs of what I wrote, and I could easily write it again. But I mean, anytime I get like a setback like that, I'm like, I'm turning it off. I'll come back to it later, and I just haven't done that yet.
Why does your lore keep getting deleted?
It only happened the once. It only got deleted the once. Come on now. Come on.
If it happens again to my lore, it just means I'm cursed. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta get like a big old group shot of like a bunch of stuff at some point. That'll be fun. We'll add like a bunch of different peeps around it. I really want to see what we're gonna do with new white, because like I talked to Anthony and I talked to Lily, and like, so I kind of have an idea what we're doing with new orange and new black. I have 0 ideas of what's gonna happen with new white.
Be careful. He may want to be a space marine again.
What
What are we doing with the new orange as we get like a bike pump go to Orange's chest?
That's just all we do. We just make bigger chests.
We just give tits.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Honestly, orange is probably one of my favorite designs. I really like a lot of the stuff that we already had on them. I love like the tattoo thing we had going on the stomach. I'd like to see what we can reuse of it whenever we go and redo it, but I can't wait to see what the new design will be.
Just do the same
could
thing and just
probably
make those
reuse a
tits
lot,
bigger, boy.
like-
Oh, Lynn,
we can probably
you
reuse a lot. It's just
that
Just what?
we could probably reuse a lot. I do have some ideas. It's yeah, so I'll show you those later.
okay. And Lynn just said that they have an idea of what they might want to do with New White. Heck yeah. Because like the big thing is always like it's what I like doing is what I like talking to people with whenever we go and do things is I want to know the design of what's going on and then how we represent that design in our world instead of how we represent that design like in the ideal. You know what I mean? For example, with Squeaky's design, right? We have in my heart of hearts, there is a cleric pink that is like the cleric inside the Summoners Network lore, and then there's the Squeaky cleric pink that is the streamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's probably very minimal designs between them that that go through it, but like it's also like very much like I want to see like where we end up going, because right now with what we have for black, and this is a very long starting, and I started this so we didn't have these very long starts, but you know we're doing this. Whenever I see the new black design that you had, I really enjoy the idea of it, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want you to be from now. Like in the world that we have here, it's like you obviously are not from this section, and if you are, then you definitely are something similar to a Jotun whenever you were alive. And a Jotun, if anyone remembers, is the giants, dwarves, anything that has like giant or like dwarven or like basically Titan blood in them is what a Jotun is.
Which is why it's so fucking big.
But yeah, we'll go into that. We'll talk more on other things and where things go. Also, because Lynn is in the chat, Lynn actually had gone through and rewatched or got caught up with all the episodes, like all in like the span of like the 2 weeks that we had here. So that's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Good job on your binge.
Yeah, it was just to entrap Anthony. Pretty cool.
I love the Anthony
Immediate
entrapment
viewer
we have.
rise. We entrap Anthony. We should do that more actually.
We should put Anthony in everything, honestly.
Yeah, we
Really
need
are.
some doc in Sundays.
I'll put Anthony in my current writing project. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yes.
Don't worry about that.
Wait.
Okay, without
No. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about
I
it.
think Anthony should be, without spoiling or mentioning anything, I think Anthony should be second place.
It'd be very funny because like you were just like without spoiling or anything, and then you had the pause. It'd been really funny if you just left it on the pause without saying anything or spoiling, and then that's the end of it.
So I did a Curse of Quietmarch.
Curse of the Quietmarch! My guys, first thing that we need to notice is that we do have Curse of the Quietmarch, and the Brotherhood thing. Yeah. Anyway, is we do have a section over here for a Paladin Black. Look at that.
Yeah.
You have like a little personalized thing. I gave you your little thing here that shows like all your old shit on it.
Why do we have to share a frat and you get like a penthouse? What
Well,
the
I
fuck?
tried to like put it over here, but if I did put it over here, then I'd have to get rid of like parts of the things that I liked. Then I'd have to like move all of you over, and I just didn't want to fucking do it.
It's okay. I'm just over here.
I didn't want to move all your shit and then have to like risk like moving like your stupid black squares. Speaking of black squares, Anthony, you may notice that there's a bag right here.
Yes.
You may notice there are 52 things in said bag.
Yeah.
I would like you to right click said bag. I'd like you to shuffle as many times as you want.
Yeah.
All right. So Anthony and anybody else who wants to help, I would like you to then now take each of the things in that bag and place them here onto this thing here.
Neat.
Look at them go! Look at them go! They're going crazy.
Okay.
Now, you may also notice,
fine.
Anthony, you have some cards
Yes.
on your thing here. I told people that you are also going to be getting 2 new cards. Those 2 new cards are going to be your quote unquote racial cards, but they're also just unique cards. They're the gray ones that the other peeps have. Whenever I was writing them, I realized I don't want you to use it right now, so I'm not giving them to you today.
You could just hand to me and say, just hold off. I'd be like, bet.
I will.
left.
I will give it to you after I find out if you do something funny.
You know I'll do
Because I
something
don't
funny,
want you
probably.
to. Because I don't want you to use it if you do something funny.
Awesome.
But,
Let's find out.
You may also note, even though you don't have those gray cards right now, you do have over here what appears to be 3 items.
Huh.
If you look here, they seem to be some neat little things. One of them appears to be some kind of armor or something. I'm just gonna put Templar armor. Temple armor.
Temple armor.
Temple armor. You have some temple armor here. This temple armor is pretty good. It gives 5 AC. Has 3 free slots. I think actually it's 4. I misput that.
Yeah, 4.
4 free slots. If you look at it, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you, anything that has a space in it, you can't put anything in.
Uh-huh.
So these things here that have like these little squares, you can't place anything on those. The free spaces, you can place any of your items or anything that fit in those squares onto them.
Okay.
Down at the bottom, there are 2 little armor pieces that are on there. These are the extra armors that I gave the armor. So at first, this regular armor, if somebody else were to go and, like, let's say buy one of these armors, let's say that Fabio wants a temple armor, and they go and try to get it, their temple armor may not have the same armor pieces on theirs as yours does. So this is the little extra armors. Regular temple armor would only give you a +3 AC, but this one gives you a +5 because of these 2 little armor pieces there. I put them on your knees where your little ruby gem knees are on your armors.
Man.
But you can see that this is a big piece. It
Yes.
requires a lot of space that you don't have currently. So that sucks.
Funny that.
That's not the only big piece you have. Well, first off, you have this winged blade. This winged blade is a ceremonial holy overwhelm weapon. If we look at what ceremonial is, it is a new type over here at the keywords. Bloop. Ceremonial weapons, they have a higher chance to break, but they do not break if used by a divine being or in service of a divine being.
Oh,
Cool.
So you are...
That's bullshit.
It is...
I love it.
It is not breakable if you are using it in service of a divine being. What that means for you, we'll find out later. That does not mean that it's unbreakable. That means that it will not break in specific scenarios.
Understood.
That being said, we also have a winged shield as well. Winged shield has a +2 AC. It covers for 2 hexes, which if we think about like stuff with Zaro'aer wants this.
Yes, he does.
What cover means is anything within those hexes also gains your AC. So they will gain a +2 to AC just from being within 2 hexes of you. They gain the AC of the shield.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
sweet.
here to mock me?
So that's very good. That is a very good shield. Your shield also has overwhelm for some reason. And it's also holy.
You know, no, Black would definitely beat people with a shield. No, you're right. It would. Well, if the sword doesn't work, we need bludgeoning damage.
But as you can see, there's a lot of spaces you need for these items. There's a lot of things. So the first thing I'd like you to do is you may notice there are 3 things left in the bag.
Yeah, for you squeers.
These are going to be the things you get for free.
Oh.
If we look
Sick.
here, I took out a bunch of stuff from the pool for you because you have
some of these symbols.
You have increased stats already. So I took out most of these stat tokens that you'd be getting. You also have starting out with 100 aptitude. So I took out every single aptitude you could possibly get.
Awesome.
You have already a certain amount of mana that I have not given you. And I also took out one of these because you already have starting off 1 extra AP than everybody else. So
Okay.
we're going to reveal these three.
Let's
These are the things you get for free. Bloop. You will be gaining 1 extra mana, 1 extra plus minus dice, and another extra square to open.
Neat.
That being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would like for you to choose 14 squares to free up space for. You may notice that's still not enough for all of your shit.
Yeah.
I would like you to please choose 14 squares to get rid of stuff for, please.
Choose wisely.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. Okay. Let's see what we can fit there. We can fit the armor. The armor can fit.
You are not naked.
Now, hear me out.
Yay.
There's not enough space. So let's hope what we get from this happens, eh?
Yeah.
Let's reveal. Hey! First off, you may notice you have some blank ones. Nobody else has blank ones. Only you do.
Oh.
We actually talked to Blank in chat the other day, and Blank said for every blank that shows up, he'd donate $100. I'm just saying. I'm playing.
That was a joke.
That's 300. Bitch, pay up.
That's $300 there, Blank. I'm just saying.
Legally speaking, this is a joke.
So you're going to be gaining some mana. You're also going to be gaining another 2 squares. So go ahead and open 2 more squares.
Yeah.
Nice job. Bloop. Another square!
It's a sword.
I believe in you.
Yes. It really isn't the way. I really didn't.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's another blank. Alrighty. It's $400 blank. Anyway. So, first things first. Inside of these squares, as we mentioned before, you can place items. Now, I did not know this is how you were going to make your squares, but I think it still works. One thing that you can do, this will work, but it's very funny to me. You
That
technically
counts
have
as an
space
item.
for that.
Technically, I have space for that. Yeah?
You cannot get any +1s or anything to your armor because of this, but you technically have space for that. That being
Does that mean I
said,
get
the top 3 spaces here with the shield as well are not able to be used.
fair? Does that mean I get to cover in the Holy Overwhelm with the shield?
You have all those 3 things equipped.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good job. You also have gained 1 AP. So let's get our little AP dice over here so you can roll it. I love our little AP dice. It's very good. It's very nice. We enjoy.
The funny little guy. The funny
It's right
little die. Wee.
Another red. It's probably the
You know,
best thing
getting
for you.
I'm getting deja vu for some reason.
Deja vu. We're also going to be giving you your mana. You are gaining 4 mana from your base stuff. However, you are also going to be gaining an additional 5 mana. You may notice you don't have anything to use that with, but, you know, it's fine.
I assume it's for smiting and only smiting.
I don't see any smiting here, do I? Maybe since you're no longer with the Templars, maybe you can't smite anymore. Who knows?
Oh shit! It came from the god, not the Templars.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
I know what I'm talking about.
You did get a extra token here, so we are going to give you 2 points. So go ahead. I have placed your tokens here in ways that I think would be beneficial to you. You can change them as you see fit, but I believe this is sort of where I would place things if it were up to me.
That's pretty accurate.
Currently, the max is. I mean, technically, the max is 5. That being said, I will allow you to go to 6 in power if you want.
Violence.
How dare you?
Don't worry.
I think
There's other things that's going to happen as well.
Well, I think.
Do you want to figure out what they do?
Oh yeah, probably should ask that. These are different.
If you look over here,
There's a chart.
look at our chart.
Offense checks. You AC buff. Defense AP plus 5.
I think it's pretty obvious.
So,
I think everything here is pretty
also
obvious.
defense saves. So, okay. Okay, finesse, muscle, see good. Okay, see good is an offense check. All right. So AP plus 5. What does that mean?
That's APT. That is your aptitude.
Aptitude.
For every point you put in resistance or willpower, you'll gain 5 more aptitude.
Oh, right.
It's
Okay.
a drive.
Yeah, I figured.
Mm-hmm.
And the AC is the same as Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Pretty, talk good. Okay. Pretty or scary. I take offense to that. Damage stats. Okay. All right. Okay. It's definitely something. This is more AC. This is more.
You could technically get 1 more AC if you put both of these in either instinct or experience.
And this is like total AC right now, 17 with all this
Total
shit?
AC is 17 currently, because you have 8 plus you have 2 from your stats, so that goes to 10, plus 2 from shield, that goes to 12, plus 5 from armor, that goes to 17.
An 18 AC, huh?
You could have 18.
I'll put 1.
And
yeah,
when it
I'll
goes
put
to
1
it,
each.
and yeah, that's what I say. You can put 1 in each if you'd like. And that will still make it 18.
There we go.
Okay. Now that we have given you all of your things, there will be something else that I want people to keep track of. The other guys. The Fabio, the Law, and the Cavelli. I want you guys to think on your stats.
didn't do it.
I want you guys to think on your stats. And I also want you guys to think on your abilities for a little bit, because certain things may or may not happen as soon as we start game proper. That being said, I do have one final thing to give you, Paladin Black.
Hey.
And that is your new card.
Smite! It's a red card. It's all bursts. It's burst, blitz, finish, protect.
So,
Oh my god.
this is your new card.
Yeah.
Everybody in the game got 1 new red card made for them. For example, I made Slam specifically for Fabio. I made Blast specifically for Divorce the Third. And of course, I made Slice specifically for Cavelli. So
Yeah.
I decided to make Smite for you.
It's majestic.
Your Smite will automatically have the first thing unlocked,
Burst.
because the first thing, if I can get it to,
Need to lock
You're
it.
so good at this. Yeah.
is it not there? How I get? There we go.
There you go.
When gaining this card, choose Holy, Force, or Decay, or something else if applicable. All damage done by this card is one of those types.
Oh.
You do not get a choice on what you have. I think you're fine with it though. You get Decay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Your whole thing is about the cycle of rebirth, and Decay is a part of that.
Decay.
Something that makes you rot.
That
Yeah.
being said, you have also used the second ability of this.
But shaking on the opponent with open use 1 mana.
Blitz. When striking an opponent with a weapon, you can use 1 mana to add an additional damage die and change the damage type to one of the types you have access to from this card.
Magic.
That being said, I will allow you 1 more of the remaining 3. You can't get the special until you unlock all of them, but I will allow you 1 more of the remaining 3 to unlock.
Shit. Finisher. Finish Smite's crazy. Protect.
Finish, protect, combine.
Oh, combine's a new word.
Nope. If you look right beside of it, it's also in shot.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just don't remember
And
it.
strike.
Huh. I
We think use
think
combine a lot.
I kind of. I can only imagine finish is just a ton of damage.
Who knows?
Do you like the damage?
Really, finish or protect to really get me. Because I want to know what protect means.
Do you like big damage?
I do like big damage.
You like big damage. You like big damage, don't you, Squidward?
Shut your
Don't
fucking
use
horn mouth,
Squidward.
SpongeBob. Oh, let's do finish.
You're gonna do finish,
Shoot
okay?
down this.
Send a wave of energy over the battlefield, dealing 48 damage plus power, ability, or willpower to all enemies who your attack roll beats the AC of, and yourself.
Oh, it hurts me.
Oh, that is a
Bad.
if you crit, that is for this finish. You will just hit all of the enemies and do
It's
massive
called
damage.
the nuclear bomb.
This is a very powerful ability. It is also a very powerful detriment to yourself.
I will kill myself with it.
Legalize nuclear bomb.
Anything for a big damage roll.
I've put warheads to foreheads.
But yes, I will say this. You will probably not see Protect or Combine on this card.
Oh.
That being said, you may see Special, who knows?
Okay. So what are these other two fucking pictures here?
This one is your plus minus dice. You got 3 of them, I believe. 4 of them.
4.
So you're going to get 8 plus minus dice.
Oh.
You're going to get 1 plus and
That's
1
pretty
minus.
tasty.
Per each. And these are very good.
Oh yeah, these things.
You can use these on any roll to either add up to 3 or lower up to 3 from any roll. And it still has the same limits as all other dice. You can only use up to 3 dice total on any roll. So you can use 2 inspirations plus 1 of these. You can use 3 of these. You can use all those different things. These are rougher to get, however. These are a little bit harder to get. Speaking of
Special.
inspiration, though, you also got 3 of these dice, which are just inspirations.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna give you 6 Awunities.
The 5 fucking 6 what?
Awunity dice!
One of these.
Yeah!
She was
For
from
more
the-
information, watch Horror Resort 2.
Yeah.
There we
Pepin's
go.
character.
I named them Awunities for you.
Ooh, oh, okay. That's how you spell it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I believe that is everything that I have to go over with you. Your character is
Yay.
now set. Paladin Black would know that currently they are currently being suppressed somewhat.
Right.
So this does not show what the actual stats that Paladin Black would have in the future, but these are very powerful stats for the current thing. Also, I'm very happy that you didn't put anything into resilience or willpower. or resistance or willpower, because I will tell you now, you actually weren't going to gain any aptitude from putting them in there.
You dick.
You are currently, at least until something else potentially happens or whatever, probably not in the last 3 games, you are currently at the max aptitude.
Awesome.
Now,
Neat.
but all that's being said, friendos,
Friendo.
remember when I told you guys to think about your stats?
Yeah.
Oh,
We do love thinking.
I told you guys to think about your stats, your skills, whatnot. Now that you guys have formed a pact with one of the companions, I would like you to first off remove 2 squares from your inventory.
Oh my god, 2 squares. Let's put these 2.
Emerald, you get an extra square
Hey.
and 2 dice.
Extra square, huh?
Never
I'll
stop hustling,
take-
extra square, baby.
Take this one.
I'm gonna give you
I'm
your 2
sad.
woundedies.
Yay. And I'm sad because it won't be equal on both sides. Yay! Just what I wanted.
You will be getting 2 stats. Speaking of 2 stats, Emerald, I would also
Yeah.
like you to have another 2 stats.
So you know what I'm gonna put these into, right?
The maximum for you guys currently was 4.
Yeah.
But upon you finally, upon you guys making a pact with a companion, the Paladin Black, your current maximum is 5.
How dare you?
We're increasing.
We'll move away.
Yeah.
We'll move away from you for a second. We'll move over here. Law, what are you getting rid of? These 2?
We're increasing him. Yeah. We're increasing in power.
Hey, you're also getting +4 to your stats because you gained 2 from that.
Dankeschön.
And you're gonna get a plus/minus dice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Puppy
Classic math.
placed. And Cavalli, you're going to get these 2.
yeah.
You're going to be gaining plus/minus dice, and the other thing is another plus/minus dice.
Yeah.
You have the most plus/minus dice
Yeah.
I think anyone's ever had, because you
You're
already
so
you
good
still
at
had so
this.
many of them
Thank
before
you.
that. You are also going to be gaining 2 stats. 'Cause you
Okay,
didn't-
technique and instinct.
All right, cool. Because you have a 4 in instinct now, you're going to gain 1 AC.
Yo.
Boop, boop.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice job.
On the throat.
Last thing.
Let's go.
Last thing.
I still have to get used to this.
I want each of you to look over here at your friend Paladin Black's cards.
Yes.
I would
sir,
like
we're
for
looking
each of
at
you to decide whether if you want a shot, a strike, or a smash.
Strike.
Okay.
Smash.
See you
Okay.
guys next year.
Well, take shot.
Okay.
My
And finally,
power, no, our power.
and finally, Paladin Black, I would like you to choose one of any of the cards that these 3 have.
Oh, okay.
That can be
Yeah, you
any
get
of
to
the
choose.
red, green, blue, or spell cards that they have. The only spell card you can't have is Witch's Manor. Crazy Fox, thank you for the tier 1 sub over to Lynn. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Tier 1 sub.
What are you thinking, Anthony?
I kind of want slice.
You could get Slice. You won't have a ton of ways of using it, but I mean, you have a slashing weapon, so it could work.
Or maybe these blue cards. What are these?
That one is buff. Grant yourself or an ally one of the following. It disappears at the end of the round. Heroism, Karma, Boast, Mana, Red AP, Blue AP, or Green AP.
Huh. Can I take those?
Yeah.
And then there's also Favor that I have, which is a similar thing.
Overwhelm Power Divine Magic Guard. Hey, what's this? Make a cop a sound or image that lands.
There's also this one here.
Yeah, there's also summon assistant.
Summon a fucking
You
squire.
can make hold on, what's your
You
magic?
can be the summoner.
You can make a hand.
Wow. I mean, Mage Hand's not.
That
a
does
fucking
remind me.
spell to trifle with.
I forgot to make it
And
for
you can
you.
make a mage hand.
I forgot to make it for you, Fabio. But I do need. I'm going to be giving you Owl, and I'm also
Good.
going to be giving you like an undead one as well, Divorce the Third,
Thank
because both of you have learned
For
summoning
my
magic.
full name.
Yes, of course.
Yay.
Wait, what's the difference between favor and buff? Like, what is favor? Is there a limit
Favor
on
gives
favor?
keywords.
Yeah, favor gives keywords. Buff gives like immediate things, like
This
again
doesn't-
like AP and shit.
I think this doesn't end for the is also a round, or does this end till the end of the combat for Favor?
This is to the end of combat.
Ah, so it's a
And
it gives you a keyword until the end of combat, basically. Which, you know, how we've seen Overwhelm work is if you have two sources of Overwhelm, you get a D4 to the damage.
ooh. These are really cool. These are like as often as I want to use them. These don't have limits.
They
or...
cost 1 mana every time.
Okay, so they are spells. Okay,
Yes.
but there's okay.
Or you could take ice,
It's not
and
a
ice is a
concentrate.
new
Yeah,
a new
I just
spell.
do.
He deals water damage and half that to another target. Ooh. Automatically hits the second of the first hits. Freeze part of target, and then like 2. Magic. Huh.
And shot's
This is
also
tough.
pretty funny. Shot could work with your holy weapons as well.
He
Huh.
already has shot.
Oh, not shot. Fucking blast. I mean,
Black target with magic or divine foe. Damage based off the focus. Disarming blast.
mm-hmm.
Cast any 2 magic stat burst combine or enchant commands your event.
Paladin blast.
The calculator.
I'm taking that one.
You're taking blast.
I'm taking blast.
Blast finish double smite. All right. Now that everyone has gotten their new cards, the final thing I want you guys to do is, first off, I would like for the other 3 to roll on the AP dice.
The funny AP dice.
I gave you each one. Go ahead.
Blue.
You got a blue? All right.
Yeah.
Here is your extra blue.
I'm learning magic.
You got green. Here is your extra green.
Green.
And Cavelli is getting
Green.
Cavelli, you actually cannot get another green.
You have too many greens. So
You
you
have
can choose
3 green.
again. Roll again.
There you go.
Red.
There you are.
I'm getting deja vu.
All right. And finally,
Yeah.
everyone, you can remove 1 thing off of your cards, except for Smite.
Yeah.
Oh, you Walker.
And this is everyone. So the fun thing with this is if you remove something that somebody else has access to, it'll remove for them as well.
Oh, teamwork.
Ah.
Teamwork.
Wanna see what the fuck flow strike is?
That sounds funny.
All right, flow strike. Let's Bartender, flow strike.
All right, let's see what flow strike is. Flow strike. If any of your attacks with this card use the thrown keyword, the weapon returns to you. You do not need to roll to catch your weapon if your roll was if your attack roll was over a 12.
Oh, the roll on the die, not the total.
Looks at my weapons. Oh no.
I will say.
Get ready. Pussy boomerangs are viable.
I will say, none of you I'd think have the thrown keywords, but I could say that daggers could be thrown and something called a winged sword could be thrown. Why not?
And also boomerang.
Do you have a boomerang?
Yeah.
I forgot you had a boomerang.
Yeah, we got it a long time ago.
I forgot you had a boomerang.
We bought it off a yard sale.
Weird,
$5.
but special boomerang.
I'll be honest, I thought I ditched it in a yard sale.
All right, both of your strikes are upgraded. Who next?
I should probably unlock a spin thing.
Do you want to unlock a spin
Yeah,
thing?
you seem to have a thing of having.
I
no
could
other
use
things to
spin
do
as much as
spin.
I want after 3 rounds, but you know. What should I get rid of here?
Can't remember what the spin cards were from Kingdom Hearts, so.
You know what? Let's go with Blitz.
Okay. When using this card, and a group of enemies are within a 6 hex range of the user, they may use an additional green AP to move to the center of those targets as long as their attacks would hit more than one foe.
Wait a minute, did I fuck up again?
No, it works with your flow.
That's pretty
After 3
good.
rounds of combat, this card does not require the use of an additional green AP. This uses an additional green AP, so you can after 3 turns, you can just use that without it.
Is Blitz granting me the ability to hit them all?
It says here, move to the center of the targets as long as their attacks would hit more than one foe. No.
I picked wrong again!
I'll allow you one more. Why not?
You get a mulligan.
No,
Just for
you can have the blitz. I'll allow you one more.
which one's the right one.
I did too, so I'm giving you one last
feel
chance.
Like,
Is it environment?
Who knows?
uh,
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
You don't tell me, please.
I would
I think
suggest
environment
I
is
would
one that you
suggest
like.
going.
I think I don't know.
I would suggest going
Yeah.
down the list. Is my opinion.
Motion.
You want to do motion?
Motion.
Whenever you attack with a red card, you may also strike any around you within range. And
See, you're good. You're good.
Yay!
You're good. Everything's perfect.
Funny
You
thing about
unfucked
that.
yourself.
Funny thing about that. I think you're the only one with spin. So that is the only one that happens there. Law, what are you thinking?
I want to find out what the big enchant box and blast is.
I was
Okay.
thinking the same thing.
Erect or move a 1 hex
You want me to
sphere
what?
of a magical or divine nature around yourself or another target within the focus's range. This grants 10 shield to a target once per combat or muffles sound in the area. If a target tries to move it, they either must take 2d4 damage or move with the sphere around them. Friendly targets are not harmed by magical spheres. Hostile targets within 1 hex of the sphere take 1d6 damage at the end of their turns.
Oh. You just build
The sphere
walls.
is in. The wall builder.
One thing you can do is if you're fighting someone who casts spells, you eliminate sound within an area of the thing.
Yeah, that's a casting element. Yep.
My sword doesn't need me to make
I will
noise.
bring one thing up now that this has happened, however. There is only one thing left on the blast card, so if that goes away, you guys will gain the special of the blast card.
I think I'm going to do
isn't
that.
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah, get rid
We're gonna one shot, one kill.
The combine is you may attempt to harden a magical sphere you have cast last round to either trap an opponent or send flying in a direction as an attack, dealing 1d8 damage to any in its path.
Oh.
So it works with the
It's
enchant.
like everything I liked from Bubble and more. It's
And
fun.
finally-
Every day.
I wonder why I made this specifically for you. And finally,
You're so kind to me. Keep giving me orbs.
the special. Spells cast with this card's finish command are treated as 3DC higher and do not cost mana.
Oh.
Oh.
Does that mean my fit? Wait, does that mean? Does that mean I get a +3 to my hit with a smite finish? 'Cause I think that would be.
It, 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 it,
If I
For
do-
you, it counts as 3 DC higher. I would say sure. Why not?
Oh wait, no, I can't use 2 finishes in 1, which makes me sad. Or maybe I can. Oh wait, yes, I can. It makes me do 2 things.
Nope. It says
That's
magic
combined
status,
enchant-
burst, combine, or
Burst,
enchant.
combined. So I can do burst, and I can do. I gotta play with this, but. But
Oh
so
yeah, you can't do blitz. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
can do two divine bubbles.
The bind bubble of decay.
2 divine bubbles. You can do
Behold my nasty bubble.
you can do bubble and enchant, so you can make a bubble and harden it.
The decay walls.
The bubble of decay. The dirty bubble.
The dirty
It's
bubble.
a dirty bubble.
I don't want this anymore.
No refunds, asshole.
Alrighty. You guys may or may not have another chance to open other things here, so don't worry too much. But I think that
I'll
I've
never
given
worry.
you. I think I've given you guys enough. I think you guys are spoiled rotten, and we're gonna keep going.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Who
Sounds
wants to
good.
tell me what happened last time?
Yeah, okay, let's get to this.
We could also roll the
Why don't we
the 3
roll it?
dice.
Why don't we roll
Here you
it?
go,
Get
go
it
ahead.
over.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, of
Whoa, whoa,
course,
whoa, whoa.
of course. Of course. Let's see what it is.
it's 3.
Oh,
It's you.
behold. I'm glad that Anthony's here, so I'm just free again. I love anyway.
Yeah, it's counting from Anthony. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Anyway, so last time the team reunifies after noting information and decide, okay, we only have so much time we have here. Let's all just try to split up and look for clues. That's what I would say. You know, trying to find where the prince might be, trying to find where the paladin might be, and just kind of spread as far as we can. So we all go in different directions. Fabio and Haal go into the Templar area, where they try to explain to this mysterious paladin that they know each other and they've talked before. To which he responds to almost killing them so hard they die. By snapping a piece of white chalk that lets him alter the timeline by killing them so hard they die. However, they successfully convince them to not kill them so hard that they die, and are able to convince them that, okay, let's chill out a little. We're kind of here for the same reasons. If we help each other, things can work out a little more, especially because there's a lot of other things going on that you might not know. And he's like, all right, okay, I'll entrap myself in the campaign. And now Anthony's here. Which was
true,
pretty
that's how it
cool. Entrapping Anthony was pretty cool.
It won't work for
all those
$5. I don't like card games.
It doesn't
How
seem to be working, but it just you wait.
We'll get him.
Just
We'll get him.
We're going to invite you for a session of backgammon, and then you'll be like, haha, these were blue eyes the whole what's the matter? The team. Meanwhile, the other group, which is composed of Law and Kael, go in the other one and find the teacher talking to the headmaster, presumably about how little she's allowed to leave this place. And in trying to find a shovel or something to dig out the body of the paladin, who at that point they didn't know was out and about and breaking the timeline of the order. They talk to Syed, who figures out that they are under a magical spell that alters time, and then by saying a bunch of the wrong words at the same time, she tries to kill them so hard that they die. So they do the natural, obvious thing and kidnap her into the door and make Toledo make her remember 70 plus years of agony being stuck in this place forever. And that does seem to calm her down. Which is it's a strange thing to say, but the headmaster.
Like she said after, like she was a lot different whenever she was younger.
Yeah, she was. To be fair, we didn't consider the fact that maybe explaining to her that she does manage to solve her thesis 17 years in the future would cause her to be like, holy shit, I'm actually God. And then she found out the steed, and the steed is back there. It's back with the headmaster, presumably. The big giant, yeah, that one.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Well, we hope that's not bad. It's whatever. I'm sure that'll never have consequences. Whatever. And while those guys are doing their thing, Cavelli and Monkey O go over here and they find the prince chilling in the garden, who is still very alone, except he has his fake coatl. Though it seemed to have a lot more animation to it than they would think a fake one would have. Or maybe she's just really good at guessing it. Who knows? Like, that girl was not normal either way, so either guess counts. They talk for a little. Cavelli almost accidentally drags him to explode. Thankfully that didn't happen.
As you do.
By acting... Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes you have to just blow up a child.
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Don't agree with me.
Do you remember a
and-
certain thing about the interaction that I mentioned after the stream? That you guys might have missed?
I don't remember.
That's fine,
If
don't worry
any
about
of you want to hit it, go for it. I
anyone
watched
remembers,
the
go ahead.
stream in 12-minute segments.
He asked how your year was because a year's passed.
He asked Cavelli how their first year was.
Oh yeah, it's been a year, yeah.
Meaning, from the time that you guys had seen Cavelli before to this time, it has apparently been a year. Even though, from what your guys' estimation you should be like maybe
2 weeks,
maybe
yeah.
3 months in.
Yeah, like things are happening a lot faster than we thought they were. That is true. That's a good point. Good job, Anthony. I knew I could always count on you. I was expecting a response, but I see you were busy. All right, Cavelli and Monkio talk a little bit
I was in the kitchen again.
about Cavelli's constant trauma. Monkio proves himself to be the GOAT. And is a base boyfriend / polyamorous. It's unclear what they have going on right now, but they have a date. But the point is that everyone reunites. They all start catching up. Paladin here on what's been going on. To which he reveals that he's actually we knew this part from the future, and that little bitch over there is what grows up to be like a friend of his many years in the future, and that also like the ghost with the soundboard we met like 2 weeks ago is also part of that. That does return at some point, which is interesting. And we're like, okay, all right, let's keep this information into mind. Where's Coatl and where's the car? They went raiding. They found the dorms, they found where things were kept, and they came back with a box of empty chalk boxes. Which, if you were paying attention in this recap, means that those were the things that you use if you want to alter the timeline. And in the Crayola box, there's like 2 left, like 1. Is it 2 or 1? There you go. Which means they have been trying to alter this timeline for way longer than they think they have, and that's not good. Who knows has seen those, who has used those? We don't know, but they're there, and that's where we were.
Okay. That is mostly
I'm gonna drink water
completely
now.
every part correct. Congratulations on your immunities. There you go.
Well-earned immunities.
Well earned. Everybody.
I know you didn't expect to do recap today.
I'm sad that this is a voice-only stream, because if only you could feel the anger and hatred I have for you, it would turn you to stone.
Like the Gorgon's gaze.
My guys.
But I drew law with a restraining order. You have to not hate me.
My guys.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
It's over here.
As everyone comes back, you have all caught each other up here in the center area. Let me get our funny lighting back.
Oh god, not again.
104. There we go. And of course, the Quietmarch. There we are.
It's all happening. It's becoming hyper real.
Oh, my eyes! That actually hurt my eyes because of the paper.
Well, I told you beforehand. I said I was doing
Well,
it.
I didn't think it'd be a fucking flash bomb.
Why would the paper flash bomb me?
I'm sorry I flashbanged you. As everybody
Oh, if you banged me, never mind.
As everybody gets everyone up to speed with everything, Paladin Black, the last thing that was really shown to you is that you have 2 of those things remaining, and most of the other ones are gone. Whether that is from the remainder of the people that were with you, maybe some of them still have them on them, maybe they don't. Maybe someone found them and used them. The ones you had that you thought you had a lot more of seem to also be gone. It's difficult to say everything about what happened, but currently you are without any information on that. Currently, you only have the info that the others have given you about this place, and they don't have a ton. The others, you guys will obviously see the somewhat concerned look on the Paladin's definitely real fleshy face.
He's got meat.
He does have meat, that's true. I would like to know. Is there anything anybody here would like to do or say before we begin to potentially move on into other rooms and other areas?
I hate this
I
tower.
like to say, let's die, blows up everyone.
This.
Anyway.
Fuck me. All right.
Having a reaction.
Just indiscriminate rage.
That's pretty bad.
Yes. All right.
Are those little things, like you said, they were important?
Mm-hmm.
They allow you to alter the timeline without causing paradoxes or complete and total devastation across the entirety of the time stream.
That sounds a little important.
Each one of us had 8 in these boxes. There were hundreds of us, so do the math.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. And it was only 2. Mm-hmm.
That's concerning.
The worst part about this is that we're still stuck in this time loop, so clearly, no matter what they did, whatever it was, it meant nothing in the end, because we're still trapped in here.
It appears that something, whether meaning to or not, is not able to either be solved with them, or perhaps they were found out too quickly. Quickly being relative to somewhere within 70-ish years.
It's at the bottom of the ravine again. All right.
So, do we have to find the people that used them, or are they just used up and can't do much?
If there are hundreds of them, you see one of the teachers step forward. If there are hundreds of them, then it should be easy to find at least one, right?
That's what I'm thinking, but
We don't exactly have ways of communicating between each other. In all honesty, I only wanted me to come back. Letting too many people run wild was too risky, I thought. But what did I know, I guess.
I'm pretty
One of
sure
them
that
has to
wanting
be.
to come here by yourself would probably end up being close to a suicide mission as well, from what we understand of this place.
Perhaps you're right, but still, better me than all of them. If there is one alive, we can find them. They are conspicuous, usually.
That is, if we need to talk to them. That being said, they may not even know.
That's true.
It's entirely
So what
possible
can we
that they
do?
end up like Monkey O here.
I do remember a couple of students that were out of place whenever I was still under the control of this place. So if we do find any on the way, I'm sure I can figure things out, and I'm sure our friend here knows more of them.
Quite a lot of them. But that being said, I think the best course of action is to break this accursed loop.
Yeah.
In
Now we're back to the how one.
Yeah, in order to break it, we're gonna need to find out exactly what they have to do, right? I mean, you said you knew the person who made it. What exactly do you need to do? Maybe when you're done with whatever you're doing, it'll stop. Tell that to the hundreds of people who tried using those things.
Our objective here was to try and find a way to stop something from happening or alter it in some way, save someone, something. We didn't exactly know exactly what we needed to do. He was never one to talk about his past in detail or ever at all. And clearly something happens here.
You're like the leader of this sort of pack here, right?
I suppose, in a roundabout way.
So, what were you doing before all of this?
First, I was just trying to find him. Figure out the best way to communicate with him. Figure out what's going on, or what might have happened, or what will happen. I don't know.
Wonder.
Blue was always...
You have a good connection with them, right? Let me try something. Excuse me. I'm going to try buffing with the spell given to me by someone.
What exactly are you trying to do with it?
I'm trying to buff the paladin to see if he could feel a connection.
Okay. You do find that as you make your way over toward the paladin, and as you go to use the magic that you do seem to have, Paladin Black, you feel a strange sensation from the magic. It feels familiar, but different at the same time. You definitely feel the magic itself belonging to someone you know. But again, in a very different way than their magic, at least from your understanding, currently felt. This one feels potentially stronger? Which is odd because, again, in the future, you're decently sure they are stronger. It feels much more controlled. Less diluted by the orb that they carried.
Where did you learn this?
Unfortunately outside, though it's only a part of them. They said they couldn't really do much from the range they had, but we were in the forest and they wanted to increase their range by giving us powers and whatnot, though their methods were kind of cruel and unusual.
This feels.
It was primarily mostly for you, okay, Belly, but I suppose I do agree.
He was definitely forcing his power on you, and forced you to agree to it by abusing what he could do to you.
But they said that he was split from the one that was still held here.
Mm.
It was the Prince's darkness, yes, from what we understand.
Darkness, it sounds like his default.
They called
Still.
themselves Arch Enemy in the end.
That's where I remember it. That asshole.
I don't know. Does that energy at least help you find something? I don't know.
This
Anthony,
is definitely.
I would like you to please roll me for your instinct, please.
I think I buffed that before this all started going places.
You did, you did.
Yay!
Activate
There are
your
several
little
dice
shit
over
senses.
here if you want to use one of them, or you can drag things over to the... There you go. Good job, good job.
Let's go.
Ooh.
17 plus. I think it's a 4 now.
I think
3.
It's a 3. Yeah, so that's an unnatural 20. Roll me one more time, because you did get a fleeting.
Okay.
Rolling for the crit. Rolling for the crit.
Crit.
Damn.
Oh. Well,
You do seem to take a gaze around you as this happens. You feel your eyes begin to somewhat both relax and feel a familiar glow to them. You seem to very briefly activate your eyes of truth sight.
okay, just half of them. Got it.
Just half of them. Yeah. As you look around, hold on. I think someone has some interference.
Nope.
Which one
Is
of
it
you
me?
is it? Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Anyway, you
It was
find
me then.
okay. You find that when you look around this place, you see several of the areas around where these silhouettes seem to be coming and going into the walls. You see for a moment doors appearing in those sections instead of just blank wall. As you look around and you see these doors seeming to show themselves, you start to get a sense of understanding from them looking about them. And you do note that several of them seem to glow outward with a very familiar energy as well. As soon as you look at them, it looks like after a moment of looking, after a few seconds of watching them, the door seems to go inert, and another door in a different part of the hall seems to alert itself with that same magic. From what you're seeing, you feel like you're seeing which doors that the person who has that energy is currently in.
You.
They seem to stay there for about a minute and then shift to a different door.
Beastskin, your name was Kivelli.
Yep.
You've awakened some power within me through that. I thank you. I can track him now.
Hell yeah. All right, we got something going. That'll make up for trying to blow up the prince.
For what?
What?
You were trying to put him out here, weren't you?
Nothing. We did nothing of the sort. It's a joke.
I told them last time.
That's true. I forgot
So when he
about that.
says we did nothing of the sort, does he glow in the way that I know he's lying?
Yes.
You shouldn't lie like
Very
that.
briefly until the power of your truth sight seems to fade away.
Oh. Mm.
You can still see the
Still.
doorways and you can still see the magic, but you can't see truth anymore.
Mm. Well, that was nice while it lasted. Terrible flesh orbs in my head. Well, my truth sight
Right.
is weakened, but I can still see the doors where he's residing within.
What end can we use this for then?
I know exactly where he is. The person who gave
Willie,
me
I
this
don't know. I don't
power.
know why it keeps on coming up, but you seem to have a lot of reverb right now. I don't know
You
why it
speak too
keeps.
close to the speakers.
I don't know why it comes and goes. It's weird.
It is not close to the speakers at all. I'm wearing headphones. I don't know what's going on.
I'm very sorry. Do you
Is it a ghost?
do you mind if you either push to talk or like mute and unmute whenever you're talking? Because I'm not. Whenever it shows
That's
up,
what I'm doing.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry that it's happening.
We'll tech support it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, at least we can find him, the prince, and whatever his name is
If our
again.
goal is finding out what happened to him, being able to track him is quite good, wouldn't it be?
When you say whatever his name is, you just see the Coatl like jump up. His name is Zaro'aer. Thank you very much.
That's going to be weird to get used to. Also, what are you?
Your worst nightmare.
She used his Quaddle.
Yeah, that's the coatl.
Was that considered a lie, or does she actually feel she's the worst nightmare?
Unfortunately, the eyes of truth sight are gone for the moment.
I don't think
But
I
also,
don't-
your heart
you know,
knows because she means it completely.
But yes, she is telling the truth in every way.
Oh no. Okay. Zaro'aer. Happy?
No.
Of course you're not.
She never really is, except being near him.
This does seem to be the average temperature, yes.
Oh,
That is
God,
untrue.
It's like looking at a second version of him. Already. Great. But yes, if there's some kind of cataclysmic event that's supposed to happen, tracking him is the best way to go about it. And he's currently...
What do we do once we find him? You gonna talk to him?
I
mean, we can't
don't know.
bring him out here. It seems. If we do, apparently he's going to explode.
Any reason why?
His malady interacts with the Quietmarch horribly, apparently, from what Miss Cynthia said. She's tried a couple of times.
His malady.
Some kind of something that potentially was given to him by his father.
So
I
he
don't
does have
know it
damage.
entirely, but he is from what we can tell of the king, he has many skeletons that he has yet to show his people.
So most kings and royalty and nobility and those with power. You know, I never did pay attention to the current political climate of the land. Should ask about that when I get back.
Literally the only thing you know of when it's like ever brought up, it's just for some reason they just make it out to be that this place is like a frog kingdom. So you might actually like unironically think that this place is called like a frog kingdom or something.
The Frog Kingdom, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're in the frog kingdom. Yeah, the kingdom of ghetto.
I mean, all he would have to do is ask any of the people that are in the city of Kepton about the king, because they would probably know so much more.
Why would he care?
Yeah,
That is true. That is the strongest argument you could ever
He
make.
didn't even know this guy was a prince or related to the leadership until now. So why he's never bothered to ask? Because now, honestly, I think
Yeah,
that's
he had
on
other
purpose.
shit. He had other shit, man.
I got cult
Going
stealing, man. All right. What would I say to him? As everyone for interrogations or small talk.
Well, whatever you say to him, you have to be nice about it.
Obviously.
On your best behavior.
I'm always on my best behavior.
I don't know if I should let you see him then.
What's that
Switching
supposed
back
to be?
to how he immediately went for violence.
I think that was his best behavior, yes. Yes.
Fabio's just not saying anything, just like.
They said best behavior, not nicest behavior. Not my fault.
Either way, we're missing. He looks up to the sky. Cave light. Should we go into one of these places, or should we check anywhere else out?
All right, where?
I just
Looking
don't know what.
around the hall,
Mhm.
you currently see the light of the prince coming from. I believe it would be the trophy hall.
That door, the trophy hall. He's there.
Once again, I would consider going in with a full force of people to be unwise. But I will do whatever it is you all seem to think is correct.
I don't know.
I mean, there
I
are
don't know
still
what would be
doors that we
best.
have not seen where they go yet, right?
Very true. You do know that this entire hall basically has doors, and if you have anything to say, then there should at least be 3 more on this side here.
Yeah. By calculation, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd only need one group of people to go for the prince, and then the rest of us can try and discern more of this place's architecture, if that would be the word for it.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Finding out more places is a good thing. But did they explain that it seems that it's been a year since they saw Zaro'aer?
Oh,
Apparently?
just because I told you guys and everything doesn't mean that Cavelli caught it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, he's a sweet soul.
Understood.
Cavelli's chilling. Cavelli had other problems.
I had to unclog a toilet. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. Well, then I guess we should explore more of the room.
Oh no, that
Find
wasn't
places.
me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me, Lily. That was. I don't know. I was saying something random.
I just thought you were pooping again.
I just pissed.
Yeah.
I just pissed. I
Okay.
didn't unclog shit.
Anyway,
So what I missed?
right now the prince is in the trophy hall, and people can go to the trophy hall to speak to him about whatever the fuck they want to go speak to him about. But it's also a good idea for other people to go to other doors to find out where they lead.
You know, after my experience with the prince, I think I'm gonna go the other party. Just you know. As
Which door
precaution.
do you want to make your way to, Cavelli?
There's 3 new unmarked ones.
Woo!
Okay. Are you taking anyone with you?
I keep my eye on you.
But I want to see the prince.
I know you do.
All right. Who all
Oh,
is
me.
going? Anybody want to go to another door?
You know what? I'll make Law have to go talk to the prince. I'm gonna go to this door.
Are you bringing?
Again?
Are you bringing anyone with you?
I'll bring Kyle.
I was
Let's go
kind of
adventure.
hoping you were gonna say Ha'al, so I could be like, but I want to go to the prince. I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, he gets to go to the prince.
Law, you can either go to the other door or you can go into the trophy hall. Same thing for Paladin Black. You can either go to the trophy hall or go to the final door. You guys do not have to split up. You could go together or you could split up.
Okay. I think that Black would just go to the trophy hall.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you're going there, then I'll probably be sticking with you.
Alrighty.
Friendship. I haven't stabbed you yet.
Friendship, I'm making sure you're cool after you nearly murdered Fabio. I can't do anything, but if Toledo can report my death.
I mean, you
That's
know, what?
Fuck now. I remembered that.
Okay. If both of you are going to the trophy hall, are you guys bringing anyone with you?
I have no opinion on any of these people yet.
On one hand, I think either of these two are a good option, either Hall or Cyan in this case.
Toledo's going because he's Toledo.
Toledo's always here. Toledo!
So Ha'al or Cyan?
That is the two things where I'm like, either one would be good here. We could torture Hall by not letting him see the prince again, or we could torture him by making him see the prince again.
Yeah, I said for him earlier, like, but I want to see the prince, but he doesn't have anything to actually say.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like,
but,
either one is very
him.
funny. I'm just sitting here, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just bringing Cyan anywhere is probably important because now there is a horse loose in the academy. It's loose, but
it's loose enough. It's loose
That's
enough.
Not something you want to say about a horse. Let's bring Cyan, considering that she's a teacher.
Okay.
This is only the most horrifying set of people you might want to really be approached by if you're like 8 years old.
Okay.
Jesus.
As everyone makes their way, we are first going to go to the trophy hall. As the four of you make your way into the familiar hallway, familiar to you, Law, since you were here before, you find that you are in a long corridor. At the very far end, you see lining the walls on either side what appear to be large casings and other things that depict different trophies and medals that people have collected. On the other side, you see what appear to be just arches leading outside, looking off into, from what you can see on this side, mostly the lake, the large lake that is surrounding this place. Again, not looking nearly as large as it does in modern day. But as you make your way there, you do find decently far off away from you what appear to be a couple of people standing and seemingly chatting. You find what appears to be, at the moment, the prince and Deflated Price.
I forgot that's what we call that.
Let me turn off the Quietmarch. Let me turn off the Quietmarch lighting as well.
Yeah.
As the prince and Deflated Price are off in the distance, you see that they appear to be walking and talking amongst the different things about. You note that it seems that the prince is currently carrying quite a few different books and things with them. They do have their coatl with them, despite it not actually existing. And as they get off to what appears to be the far end of the hall, they do seem to be stopping and talking. What would you guys like to do?
Are you wanting to interrupt them, or?
When it comes to that man, he is more perceptive than most. I don't know if he will immediately see much of a difference in my visage if I get too close to him, but at the same time, he also could just not care that I look, 60, 70 years older than I was a few days ago.
It is conspicuous.
That being said,
Selectively perspective, I say.
that being said, I do sense it. She points over toward him. I believe he has had contact with my summon.
So, he has seen it at that point.
At the very least, he has seen it. I don't feel a lot of undeath about him at the moment. And believe me, if there was any, I would be able to feel it. He's either hiding it extremely well, or he has not taken control of the beast.
Dangerous.
Well, one of the first one's a little scary, but the second one could be promising if we manage to find it in time.
So, all of you are here for him, huh? They say, looking over toward Zaro'aer.
It's so strange.
It would look like we are all moving towards the same chess piece, as one would say. A lot of different things moving around at the same time.
A glass for your thoughts, Paladin.
Well, he looks so different. There's a light in his eyes.
There's a light in almost every student's eyes that come here. Most people who come here are children. Eventually, it fades from most. But that's school, I guess.
The lightlessness is different.
Are you saying something else had changed, or?
There's that dulling of age and experience, but no, that's not the...
There's a light
This
in
is
his eyes,
different.
as opposed to just not seeing his eyes at all.
I can see in his eyes.
I'm playing.
Yeah. It's more a scar, I think. Loss.
You would know about that. You seem to be moving
would.
extremely difficultly in your current visage.
It's a facsimile of what a Templar looked like.
It's a very powerful spell, giving flesh to the fleshless.
He's a very powerful sorcerer.
Very dangerous. Someone like that could easily just create a lich without anyone knowing.
Would be one. I'm not entirely sure what he is.
Scary.
I suppose.
You see across the hall, after a bit of time has passed from you guys watching, you see the man looking toward the prince has reared back and slapped him. You see him beginning to make his way away after he does, though. The prince does not seem to have dropped the books or anything that he was carrying. You do find that there is a growling coatl on their shoulders.
Yeah, let's check, man. What's up?
Holy fuck, Fabio picked the right door. I am afraid of what would happen if Fabio was here. Oh no! That would have been a flying smash to the back of the head with a small kind of dealio.
As,
Who the fuck is this dude?
As you guys approach, you do find making your way toward the prince. He seems to be watching after the person who had left. He has turned and closed one of the trophy cases that they were looking into. And as you approach, Black, he looks back. Oh, I've seen you before. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again.
Yes, well, it is good to see you too, student. What was that about?
Oh, he looks back over toward the one that had started making their way away. That's the headmaster, as I'm sure you know. How do I put it?
Truthfully, I'd hope.
There's a bit of an almost smirk that goes over his face. I think he's jealous of me.
He's what?
Really?
I don't like thinking that. That isn't something that I feel is great to say about one of my teachers, but I can only assume based on our conversation. He motions back toward the trophy case. He had brought me here to talk about my studies. The fact that I don't really have a way to do much of a thing on a thesis at the moment because of not being able to really control any of the summons that I have, except for this one. And even then, I don't control her. She does her own thing. But as we were talking about it, he was showing me his own thesis. Well, the award he had gotten for it. He motions over toward the section that you would see in the trophy case, as you see what appears to be a trophy with a very similar thing that you would notice atop of it, Paladin Black. You see what appears to be a bluish sphere on top of said trophy.
Oh no.
As he motions over to it, apparently he had did his thesis on some of the I suppose he would call them magic origins, the different kinds of elemental and magical spheres that have, I guess, a bunch of natural magics inside of them. He said that for his thesis he actually found one of them and put it away into safekeeping somewhere here in the tower. And they said that whenever he had done that, well, he was someone that apparently got one of the highest honors that was given to the school. He then mentioned that the only higher honor is, well, these, as he motions to his robes that he's wearing. I told him,
when you put it like that, yes.
I don't know why I said it, but I told him that, well, it must be frustrating to have his highest achievement mean something like me just showing up here being more impressive. I didn't want to put it that way. It just sort of came out that way. I don't see there's really much of a crazy thing that I did. All I did was summon my Coatl here. They're a dragon, as you can see, not a true or large one or anything, but they're also divine in nature, and both of those together is the main reason why I have these robes. But it's not like I can do anything with her. He's just like absentmindedly petting like under her chin. It's not like I can control her or force her to do anything or even have any kind of actual benefit, really, other than her companionship, it just feels weird. He seems to put a lot more, I guess, stake in these than I would.
How simple was it for you to summon this?
It was like any other spell. Whenever I first showed up, they taught me how to do it, and I've only ever successfully pulled off the spell twice, once for her and once for a being called Devil Vines. But it was simple. Nothing to it, really.
And the vines creature, it's the same as this? You can't command it?
Actually, the opposite. It's the only one that I've been allowed to keep. Other than her, obviously. Every other time I've attempted to use a summoning spell, I've summoned something beyond my control. I'm only ever allowed to use it within the attention of a teacher. Yeah. Hello.
I'm sorry. The paladin has a large shield and it kind of makes pathfinding difficult. It's alright.
Fucking Templars. I'm playing now. To put a little bit more emphasis on it, Zaro'aer here, whenever they go to use their summons, usually can't give any kind of control over them, and sometimes they run rampant. That being said, it's not as if he can force them to go away or anything of the sort, but with the Devil Vines, he was able to easily do so. Not so much with this one, motions to the Coatl. It comes and goes as it pleases. And the others mostly have been subdued by other teachers, higher ranking students, or just released into the surrounding wildernesses. It's good to know that they're doing okay. I may have been gone for a little bit of a trip, but you're not usually one to mouth off to your teachers, Zaro'aer. I mean, I wouldn't really consider it mouthing off.
Maybe a little bit. But you did not intend that.
There's actually something I wanted to talk to you about, Miss Cyan. I've felt an undead presence around. You have? Yeah, I know I've not really done a lot of it inside of class, and you've been gone for a while since your last class, but I felt a creature, one that sort of felt like you around. Interesting. Not only that, but I've also felt, well, I had help, but I also felt something similar to the Coatl.
The divine dragon kill.
I'm not sure if it's truly divine or not, but just the other day I felt as if a dragon was calling out to me from somewhere in the school. Young dragons aren't able to do much things like that, and that's the only dragons you would see in this school. Young dragons. Adult dragons are too powerful for most of our summoners here, and don't get me started on any others.
Where did you hear it?
I went immediately to the headmaster and the head Templar, but it felt like it was, I don't know, beneath us somewhere.
beneath this place.
Something like it
Beneath the
was
tower.
something like it was calling up to us. Coatl didn't notice it for some reason, but I did.
This requires a thorough investigation.
You said the Coatl didn't notice it, but you had help. Oh, I was in the library at the time. One of the other summoners was there, and she felt it as well. I didn't get her name, but I think someone else had said it before. And that would be Yoiki? Yoiki Doji?
I'm not familiar with this name.
You are familiar with this name.
I am familiar with this name.
The name Yoiki Doji is actually one of the people that had came from the future.
You.
They are a Oni that had came with all of you.
Right. How recently was this event you felt? And do you know where she is?
It was a week or so ago. She's usually in the library. At least that's where I see her. Occasionally, I've seen her in the cafeterias, but she seems mostly really involved in studies. She doesn't really go anywhere else but any of the classrooms in the library.
I'll ask her about what happened. No, there's something I've been wondering about this place. Have you noticed any strange occurrences?
This whole place is strange.
Even more
I'm getting used
strange.
to it, but
Have you ever gotten a sense of deja vu?
it's weird
Not
that you
like-
say that.
Why?
I've gotten it recently whenever I saw you. I know that I never talked to you or anything, but for some reason you're really easy to talk to.
I suppose I have that kind of face. Any other times? Anything inexplicable?
I'm not really good at things like that, to be honest. Maybe Anthea would know something. Not sure where she's at right now, though.
I will consider asking her as well.
By the way,
We could find
Law,
her,
right?
Yes. It's been a while.
It has. Have you already graduated? You seem to be hanging out with Templars and teachers a lot.
I got into a very confusing one of a teleportation style and I was in a shovel. It was it's a long story.
I
I'm
thought
just
you.
trying
I thought
to
you might
move
have.
past it.
I thought you might have already maybe did whatever your thesis was. I mean, you've been here what 2 years now?
Yeah, more or less.
I'll follow behind you soon. As soon as I figure out how to do magic good.
I think you
Well,
already.
that'd be two of us at that point.
From what I've seen already, you can do magic fine.
I guess doing magic isn't the problem, right?
It's controlling it.
I'll figure it out. Sorry, I'm still a little whatever from what just happened. Weirdly enough, I feel kind of better.
Really?
I feel like that's the first time that I ever really saw the headmaster's true face. He's always been sort of off, standoffish, almost like a tiger, you know? Just silent and watching. But now that he's done that, he kind of doesn't even seem as scary anymore.
You got the reaction out of him. It's one way to show the colors of someone, at least, truly.
Aside from the physical damage you've taken, I suppose that was a successful venture for you then.
I can't say that I didn't get a little bit of enjoyment out of seeing him mad as well. He looks back toward the exit. I probably should work on my thesis, though. I think I have an idea.
Do you?
Is that so?
Well, apparently I'm able to sense things a little bit better than some people. Either that dragon or whatever's going on with that undead. They said that this place is like a kind of like a maze. All these towers are connected to each other, and eventually you just sort of go on and on. He looks back toward the trophy case. It'd be really funny if I found out where they hid all these things.
I would want to see that room too. No. I have a thought, if you'll permit one,
Sure.
about your summoning. Not that I have much experience with that idea,
Sure.
but when it comes to other beings, like the Koan, those you bring to the world with free will, or at least an obstinance to them, I think they have more potential than any enslaved mind could ever hope to achieve. You get much more powerful allies, soldiers, through respect, mutual respect, and care than you do from a slave's yoke. Do not dismiss your gift here. This coatl might surprise you. Might surprise us all.
Got it. I'll think about it. I mean, it's not like I have a lot of choice, but
You always have choices, even if you don't think they're there.
they go to step away. As they do, they look back. Seriously, you're a lot easier to talk to than a lot of other Templars.
Like I said, it's probably just my face.
He looks to your face. I don't think it suits you. Oh, that was rude.
You can't help but smirk a little at that.
I'm gonna go. That was really bad.
Don't slap me,
Voice
bye.
He's learning how to be mouthy.
Does a gay little run and runs away.
You just see him literally trot down and then go out of sight around the corner like, oh fuck, oh man. I think he likes you.
You two really speak like you're friends, yes? Given that I wouldn't know you now. Interesting.
We do have that strange connection, don't we?
Perhaps he
Even
feels
though-
something of his own magic in you, or perhaps it's something more.
Maybe. Personally, I just blame the orb.
The orb.
He nods his head towards the big blue orb.
You see them make their way over toward the trophy case and look up to it. What does this have to do with the prince?
Oh, right now, nothing. Maybe. He sure as hell is protective of that thing.
And how do you know of it?
I'm very old.
Protective of that thing.
And again, most of us are. In any
Paladin.
case,
Is this not in the walls of the academy in your time?
Yeah. That's funny. From what I understand, a cataclysmic event happened here. I'm not sure there's many things at all in the walls of this academy. Not that he would ever talk about it, mind you, so what do I know?
Fascinating. That is good information to have.
Well, they're all on the same side, aren't we?
No, I'm more meaning that that could actually be useful here.
Oh.
Well, the power of this place is somehow causing whatever this spell is happening is somehow causing us to go down into the Quietmarch, and the Quietmarch is somehow, for some reason, doing whatever it's doing to the prince. But if the prince is somehow connected with that gem, perhaps everything is connected in some way.
Perhaps. I'm still not entirely sure what the Quietmarch is. There wasn't a such thing named in my time.
You jest.
I'm very old.
So I just didn't exist before? Or that
The first time I heard the term Sun Elf was when I walked into these halls. I am
You
very
are-
old.
You are from before. You were from before any of known history, then.
Really, you're that poor at keeping records.
It's not that
I
we
knew that was
report.
going to happen.
It's not that we were poor at keeping records, Paladin, but the entirety of the surface was rampaged and ravaged around 5,000 years ago.
it would sound like those stones tend to be living or unliving.
Hmm. I've
Beings
seen
known as the
years.
Dracostrate, they crawled up from the Quietmarch and essentially raised the entirety of the surface.
So, clearly, things went awry. I knew that something bad would happen when my order fell. Damn it. Well, I'm sorry for this land's collective losses of these last 5,000 years.
Oh, do not apologize to us. We've lived in this place for our whole lives without having much information on that, though I suppose the elves and others would probably say differently. Many races lost their cultures, most lost their histories. Finding anything from before the fall of that society is considered worth its weight in glass.
Is that good as gold or less than gold?
You truly are an old-timer.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Come on, let's return. I don't think we're gonna get much else from this empty hall.
Not yet. He just glances at that orb again and just starts walking out.
As you do start walking out, what was that, Law?
Let's move. Let's move.
As you do start walking out, you do find that there is a hand on your arm, Black, before you go to leave.
Mhm.
You see the woman looking over to you as they do stare up at your hood and your helmet. He has a point. It doesn't really suit you.
I appreciate the constructive criticism. I'm sure the sorcerer would love to hear it. I mean that sincerely.
She then goes to walk past you. Law,
Yes, Captain.
I would like you to roll me for your instinct, please, while we are here.
Well, let's squeak and let's plan. I can't find the table. I go here. Where is it? All right.
Where is the table?
Where's the table?
Ah.
There's a time to finally use my million fucking unity inspiration. Half of the I stole from the war.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Worth that.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing.
Don't worry about those. Nothing. Just roll it the way that God intended.
Thankfully, they don't have the H
That's
sign,
not. No.
I think.
I can give you like a 5. You didn't see my die fail going in there twice.
That was very funny.
Don't worry.
Making sure. Okay. As you look around this place, you feel for a moment that something that was said during this conversation seems to remind you of something, but I can't really give you much to go on with it. Roll me for your experience, please.
Okie dokie.
See if I can
Let's
give
see.
you any hints toward what was said.
Wokey? You said?
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Okie wokey. I see how it is.
Yeah, okie
Are you
dokie. I can give
okie?
you an 8, and I can give you a +4 of that.
12. We can use plus and minuses on anything, right?
An 8 plus
Yeah.
4? Oh, yep.
Which one's I forget which one takes away. It's red takes away, blue
Red
gives,
takes
right?
away, yeah. And blue gives.
Oh
A whole
boy, a little blue died just for me.
You can reroll it. It was not meant for me.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, that's a 15 now, right?
15 altogether. You do remember.
You know what? Yeah, let's go.
What's that?
I was gonna say, you know what? Fuck it. I have another blue one. Whatever.
You want to put another blue one in? Go ahead.
Yeah, why not?
Big funny, big funny, big funny. Yeah.
There's a 16.
Hello, 16.
You do find the conversation that you had with Zaro to be somewhat familiar to something you were told back whenever you were with the Dark Witch of Yule. something about what they said brings that situation up from you. You, again, are not able to completely gain a lot of information from me right now telling you, but I will tell you that something said during what Blue just said, or doing what Zaro just said, does harken back to something that the Dark Witch of Yule was very concerned about. If you'd like to bring that up to your allies who are there with you, perhaps they can help you. And by
sure.
that I mean, if they don't know, I can let them roll.
And then we can all roll.
That's guy, yeah, I was happy.
You want to make your way out?
Yeah.
As you guys would go to leave, we will next go to Cavelli. Cavelli. I'll just keep looking at other things while I'm waiting for Cavelli.
I miss them every day.
I do as well.
How could you do this to us?
Honestly, I hate them. I'm playing.
How could you say something so...
Okay.
Well, did I say Cavelli? I meant Fabio.
Yay!
Yeah, that's a weird way of saying words with your mouth. You said it so wrong.
Fabio.
They don't even sound similar.
You make your way into your doorway. As you do, you come stepping out onto the other side where you see what appears to be a large open area, similar to the last large open area you were in before with the Templars. This one, however, seems to be more for mages. You see a bunch of the different robed figures here. You see a bunch of the students off about. Yeah, actually, yes. This appears to be something of a practice grounds. As you come walking in and you come looking around the area, you find that there are quite the number of different mages and the like, seemingly either practicing spells or reading up on one thing or another. It seems that they are currently, I'm just going to move some of the students over here. Look at them all. They're great. You find that a lot of them are currently seemingly going at the different training equipment and things that are off and around. Nothing immediately catches your eye from being in this place. You don't see anyone that seems out of place. You don't look about and see much of anything itself that's out of place. That being said, I would like you to roll me for your instinct, please.
Sure thing. Also, I would like to come look at my stats and what I've done with them.
What'd you do with them?
Look, I have a +5 in ability.
That's not a +5.
Those are all purple. What do
That's
you mean?
a 1.
They're all purple. What do you mean?
I can't believe you actually used 2 of yours to get rid of your 2 ability.
Listen, if you didn't say I could have 5 in a stat, it would have looked like this. I'm just saying.
Or the other one go. You should have 4, right?
2 into here, 1 to ability, 1 to power.
Right.
Because you said we could have up to 5.
Right.
That's literally the thing I was explaining, that it would have been 2.
Yeah, I don't math correctly sometimes, okay?
Well, maybe you should.
That's funny because that's your fucking career.
You're right. I should. Let me -60 from your aptitude.
Woo! Let's go, hard
Are
mode.
we also supposed to get a plus to our aptitude?
For
Probably
what?
not. I don't know.
Why would we get a plus? We're in critical mode now.
Yeah, you're in critical
You're
mode now.
right.
You don't need shit.
Anyway, I'll do 2 of these. Ooh, I got a +2.
Okay. Oh, the music stopped. Music, come back.
Music, come back.
We'll move over to you.
Okay, then. That's a 13, 15, and instinct. 17.
17 altogether. You find as you begin looking around this place that there is what appears to be a corner of this room that is a little bit scarred, a little bit more mangled than some of the others. You find that potentially somebody must have already been here and done something here. But as you look over, you see off in the corner of this very large open practice hall looking room, what appear to be vines sticking out from the walls, and training equipment that seems completely crushed and or broken off in that direction. The thing that immediately gets you from looking over at these vines is you see what appears to be an apple growing out from it.
Ooh, an apple.
Ooh, random wall vine apple.
Eat it.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat it.
Yeah, he picked it off and he looks at it.
You make your way over toward the random wall vine apple. As you make your way
Come on,
and
the marker that
reach
lives in
over-
you, put it in your mouth.
and reach over toward the vines, you do find that the vines somewhat move as you get there.
Oh.
As the vines seem to for a moment kind of throb and move slightly up from where you are, as if they either moved away from you or just move sort of instinctually. I would like you to please roll me for your demeanor.
Okie dokie. Let me actually use my dice.
That is a
That
1.
is a natural 1 for a total of 2.
For a total of 2. You find that as you go closer to try to pick said apple from the tree, I'm actually going to hit you with damage.
How dare you? How fucking dare you do this to me while I'm still icky?
You're going to take 2 damage upon
Okay.
attempting to touch the vines. They seem to for a moment sort of thrust outward once more as a smaller of the vines, seemingly a little bit more like almost just frail looking, but definitely didn't feel like it, seems to lash at you almost with the same power as a whip. Would you like to try again?
Ah. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me for your demeanor.
I'm gonna do this.
Nice
I
job,
get
nice
a
job.
+2.
Nice job, nice job. That's pretty good.
17.
For every
I'm not 20.
for every fail you had, I was gonna add 2 dice onto it.
How
So the next one was gonna be
dare
so
you?
the next one was gonna be 3d8 instead of 1d8.
That was a D8?
Yeah, it was a d8 and you got a 2 on it.
You fucker. Anyway,
As-
I'm not 20.
As you make your way over toward the thing once again, you sort of fly up slightly and sort of with a bit of a leap, you find that there is almost not an eye, but some kind of opening that seems to seemingly stare back in your direction. As this happens, you find that the apple falls into your hand and is just sort of bloop, plucked off without any resistance. The vines then seem to recede into the wall and nearly fully disappear.
Oh, there we go.
Upon
Thank
getting
you, Vine.
upon getting the apple in your hand, you do note from what you thought might have been just a dark apple from a bit further away, you find it is completely purple.
Oh, this is a purple apple.
Yep.
Weird.
Neat.
Walk back over to Kaya.
Did you get your fruit?
I did. It kind of hurt though, but look at it. It's a purple apple.
Oh yeah, you gonna eat it?
I guess. Or, hold on a second. He then rips the apple in half and hands her half of it.
Oh no.
Sharing is caring, you see. So what happened?
No, that's perfectly fine. You're correct.
I am correct, you see.
I would like for both you and Kyle now to go ahead and have both of you roll me resilience or resistance.
What have I done?
Who knows, man?
Does my little guy also have to roll resistance?
He doesn't have a digestive tract.
Okay, 18 from me.
Okay.
No, not 20.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Kyle, no! Oh no.
And then I'll roll this d4 here. Oh, wonderful. Well, I will say this. She avoided immediately contracting a draconic malady.
What the fuck?
So that's good.
What the fuck do you mean a draconic malady?
So that's good.
Okay, I'm glad it just didn't immediately hit her with terminal disease forever. You know, one of those things that that's scary. You know what? Go back to your turn.
I got a question here. Emerald, why are you acting... This was good news. Why are you acting scared?
Yeah, why are you
It was
mad?
a chance to happen.
Speaking of which, why don't you roll me this d4 as
But
well?
it didn't.
Oh, I have to roll d4 now?
Yeah, why don't you roll me this d4?
Oh, that d4? Okay.
Yeah, this one right here. All right, cool. There are two different tables for if you fail the check or succeed the check. You succeeded the check. Great job.
Yeah. I assumed.
You find as you take in this apple and as you bite into it, something almost primal seems to awaken inside of you. I believe I'm gonna have to put it in to the room because it is not in the room at this point in time.
The implications here for the city of Captain's vines are impeccable.
Oh, that's nothing to do with their vines.
I just assumed it was the same.
Oh, completely different vines.
What the fuck?
There we go. Bloop. I'm going to be giving you a magic spell, Completely Awakened.
What the fuck?
As you feel something very primal come within you, you feel more warm than you thought you would have felt. You feel more, I guess, enriched than you felt that you would. I'm gonna be giving you the fire card.
How the fuck? That's a really good apple.
That was a great apple for you.
Why the fuck did I get fire from a purple apple? Is it purple flames at least?
Nope. In fact, if you were to use this, it would be closer to like a yellow for you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I will tell you this. The spell itself has nothing to do with the apple.
I figured.
This is almost like something welling up from deep within you.
It's a good thing I have an ability point.
I don't see on here anything about roll ability. It says roll magic, so I don't know.
I see.
It would be ability.
No shit.
You find as you feel this warmth overtake you, and as you feel this almost sort of warm air envelop you, you look over to Kyle as she just sort of
Oh. Kyle. Are you okay?
The room
no.
is filling
Okay, let's get you out of here.
Room's spinning everywhere, Fabio. Are we flying?
No. Let me get you back to the place.
I think you're lying to me. I think we're flying.
Why did this happen to you and not me?
As you guys go to leave, is Cavelli back? My God.
We had
Cavelli,
her
you
for a
are
moment.
on mute potentially. Are you on mute potentially?
Have you died in the bathroom? You do have to tell us if you died in the bathroom.
It's very true.
You're legally obliged to do this.
It is in your contract that I gave you the first day that I met you in real life.
We had contracts?
The first day I met in real life, you'll eventually have a contract.
Oh, okay. I'm free. Yay!
No.
Yay!
I have other ways.
Oh,
Oh. Well, I am in all of your games, so I guess
Yum,
that's my
yum,
contract.
Yum, yum, yum.
Also, fucking, I really wish my throat would get better already.
So, like, did she die? Like,
The funniest thing about this is that basically they're going in the room that is like basically the least really anything at the moment room. But I need to wait to see
no,
if they want.
Pause.
But I need to wait to see if they wanted to have a conversation with the Quaddle or something. So we're just gonna see.
I'll just Lily come back once during all of that and then go again. God damn it, Lily.
Num, 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 num.
She's
We
so
love you.
brave.
Come home.
Num, 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 num. So while we're waiting, do either of you know what I'm talking about whenever I'm talking about the thing that the witch might have said?
The only thing, because I didn't write it down, even though I should have been writing it down, I was not. The only thing that specifically comes to mind was the dragon bit, but I don't think that's the bit you're talking about.
Oh, maybe. What specifically about that you say?
Well, you see, we are keenly aware that there's a dragon underneath the school during the pastime.
What?
We were aware of this before the Zaro'aer told us about the said thing. And we were aware that if there's an older dragon under the school, it has to be inside one of those funny little bags. 'Cause
What?
it's the only thing that could capture a dragon, you see.
Well, if you remember, from what the witch specifically said about the bags, they don't know what happens to the things that go into the bags.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're looking for a bag, it's that potentially a bag was used.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom,
They got that thing in a closet somewhere.
nom, 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 nom. It's pretty good. It's pretty good peanuts.
You got peanuts. I'm peanutless.
They're hot and spicy
I
peanuts.
have peanuts.
Oh, I don't have any. Oh my god,
Hi.
she's alive.
Cavelli,
It's your turn.
welcome back.
Yay.
Cavelli, this is very funny to me because you may notice some similarities when you walk into here. Cavelli, you walk into a room that seems to have on one side of the room different small person-sized rooms, doors upon them, things of that nature. The doors don't actually go all the way down or up, but it's it's around person-sized little pews. On the other side, you see what appears to be sinks, only they're very elongated sinks that seem to reach all the way down to the floor. As well as what appears to be the same kind of mirrors you saw in a different room on the opposite side of the hall, adorning at the top of each of these weird elongated sinks. Cavelli, you've made your way into the boys' bathroom.
Oh, whoops.
Well, I mean, you assume it's the boys' bathroom because You don't really know what a urinal is, but what are we doing in here?
So, I guess a memory of him taking a piss? I don't know.
A memory?
Oh no.
None of these rooms are memories. These are just places in time.
Don't worry,
Oh,
babe. It's all
no.
too real.
I just don't want to admit we probably took a bad turn.
Well, I think we might have. Looks around. If anybody comes out, they're dead.
Hold on, let me check.
You're gonna check?
I'm seeing if I see feet.
You go through the room. You don't seem to see any feet in any of the things.
No, sorry. It looks like your prince isn't pissing here.
Well, we knew where he went. He went to the other side that you didn't let me go to.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I wanted to bring you because, want you to focus on your enemies more than, the prince.
You think I can't focus on more than one thing?
Okay. Yes. I'll say it, yes.
Well, I mean, can you blame me?
Because I can't either. That's why I'm going hard on you.
You don't need to go hard on anyone. Just because I'm single-minded in certain aspects of my life doesn't mean anything. In fact, I think of it as loyalty.
Oh, the loyalty is great and all, especially with someone you're close to, but what about you?
What about me?
What else you like?
Well, I like the prince. I like pudding.
Oh my god, girl.
What is it? I have you know, I've only been alive for like a month or so? Few months?
I'm so sorry. I think there's an age gap that you have to consider.
What do you mean?
The prince is a lot older than 1 month. Just saying that.
Well, yeah, but he's still a kid.
Got me there, I guess.
Whenever I was
Shouldn't be-
first summoned to this place, I already was a billion times more mature than the prince. Which is why I have to take care of him.
Yeah, but it's good to take care of him. It's good to love him. It's good to have someone close to you. Just feels like you're letting all that get to you a bit too much, but right now we should focus on other things, but
I don't know what you mean by
Oh,
too
this is-
much, though. I think that I'm worrying about him a good, perfect amount. Especially with the idea that, I don't know, if he goes anywhere, he's gonna explode.
Yeah.
And you almost
I'm a
did that
bad
thing.
Influence. Yeah.
I think that right now, having him on my mind is perfectly natural.
Oh, it is. It is. I just, there's more to do. Like, for one, we can't just drag the prince. I showed that. So, what are you gonna do when you see the prince at this point?
I don't know. But Cavelli,
Okay. Yeah.
I would like for you to please roll me for your negotiation.
Hey, I got a plus in that today.
You got a +2 negotiation. As a 15 altogether. You look to them as they say but and sort of like just kind of fold their arms, at which point they look over at you. It is weird though, right? What that armor
Which
guy
part?
said.
Which part?
He apparently knows the prince or something about them in the future, right?
Yeah, I mean, we sorta do, but I don't like to bring that up too much
Well,
because
I know that what was said before, and I know other things, but I mean, he's obviously close with him, but he doesn't know me.
yeah.
But I know, like, that some part of this was already said that, like, I could die or whatever. I don't care about that. But, like, he doesn't know me, like, at all. The prince never mentioned me at all to anyone. But forget it.
Oh no. It's understandable. We made a wrong turn anyway, so it's not like we're wasting too much time. The others are probably making progress right now, and let's be real here. You want to be helpful, right? You could be more helpful just letting it out now so you could be able to focus more. We're not that good at focusing, right?
I just
Multiple things.
that's it. I mean, that's all I have. I don't know what else to say. Like,
Want to be more than want to be more than your death. You want it to be mentioned. You want it to be
I just find it weird that I'm not, or that I didn't. I don't care that I died if I do, whatever, but to not even be around in, like, story or memory or anything, it's like dying again. It's like I didn't
Right.
mean anything.
Well, it's not you didn't mean anything. I mean, I showed you the magic, right?
Just because it feels similar doesn't mean it's me, though. Right?
Well, it's a part of you, isn't it? Which means that a part of you still lives with them. Even if they don't mention you out loud, you're still there. And that's probably not enough.
I don't know if it is or not. I wish I knew what he thought, but even now, it's not even really me that's with him. Everybody else seemed to get like all their memories back and stuff or whatever from all these different like cycles or whatever we call them. Every run around Monkey O did. The teacher did. I haven't got that. I don't remember or know any of the times that I was with him, and I don't know when I'm not gonna be with him anymore. And now that I'm not even there with him, really, it's just that other woman. What do I do? He doesn't even, if we do get him out or anything like that, he won't even really know me.
First of all, I gotta apologize for something. This helped me a little bit earlier. Don't know if it'll help you, but let's start with this. As she gives her a hug. I don't want you to just end as a vague memory, to be honest. I finally found a group I care about, so I know how crushing it must all feel. They forgot about me. First, I'd be a ghost and beat the shit out of them, but there has to be more to this. There's no way they'd forget you. You made a strong indent on their memory, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something more.
I just wish
They
I
gotta
knew
find it.
I just wish that I remembered it. Like Monkey O or the teacher. I wish that all of those memories of all of these different cycles or runs or redos of this place, I wish I had those. At least then I knew that deep down I would know more.
Maybe we just haven't found the right place yet. This is complicated, and as far as we know, the way you died and the way you act makes me wonder if you sacrificed yourself or something.
I'm done with the touching thing. I'm done with that.
Okay, good. I don't know how long these are supposed to take.
It doesn't, I mean, they were fine, so it's not like it was that bad. It's just I'm done with it. It's just done. We're done with that now.
Okay. I didn't time that, so if I have to hug you again, you have to let me know again, okay?
Yeah. Cavelli, I'd like you to please roll me for your experience.
Okay.
Which is a +0 for you.
Did I accidentally claw her fucking back?
Nope. Experience rolls are usually for memory. Or for me trying to give you hints. Okay. There is something gnawing at the back of your head as they seem to have been talking to you. Something that you don't fully know, but for some reason there does seem to be a difference between her situation, Monkey O's situation, and Sayan's situation, but you just can't put a finger on it at the moment. Maybe the others might be able to help you with it. That being said, you pretty sure you got everything you need out of the boys' room.
You ready to head out?
Yeah.
Sorry to bug you about the focus thing and all that. For me, I think the best thing to do is to find the woman that's with him right now and try and...
Wring her neck?
Pretty much. But,
They turn and they start walking off. As they do get to the door, though, while you're still talking. Thanks, Cavelli. They say somewhat under their breath, but you are a Millen folk, so I'm not having you roll for it.
I'm glad I could help. No, I'm not...
I didn't say anything. You're weird.
Yeah, I am weird. Sorry. I hear voices all the time, especially when I'm in unfamiliar areas. It's this weird habit I have. Sorry about that.
Everyone.
I think there's a ghost that sounds like you. We should check on that.
Everyone, you make your way out from the different rooms. Paladin Black and Law, you guys make your way out with Sand from the trophy hall. You guys see eventually coming up what appears to be Cavelli, and the Coatl has made their way out. Coatl storming out ahead of Cavelli. And eventually all of you see Fabio rushing out from the room they're in, carrying a Kyle.
I must stop.
What the hell happened?
I was about to ask where you were. What happened to her?
Cavelli, you're flying too?
So we were in the training room for for magic stuff, and I saw a vine that had an apple on it.
Right?
I was like, okay, I'll pick the apple. It was purple, and then I decided to share the apple with her because she has her gauntlets that do things that do with a full stomach, and I didn't think...
Fabio, all right, I know it's a little past the mark I'm pointing out, but you found an apple in a magical academy and you put it in your mouth.
You know what? You do bring up a good point, though. I am going to re-roll her thing really quickly because she does have those gauntlets on.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna change the effect, but I do want to see. Okay, never mind. She got a 3. Don't worry about it. Anyway, keep going.
But now so she ended up like this. I now know fire magic.
How come all of you are sideways?
You're on the ground.
Kyle. Purple's not a good color unless it's fruit. Well, it was a fruit actually.
Cavelli.
Yes.
Cavelli. Cavelli.
Yeah.
They make a kissy face upwards in the air.
Hold on a second, everyone. As she stands on her hands to get face to face.
Why are you doing this? Stop.
Okay,
She's
all right.
ill.
You take your time, all right.
I'll risk it.
Grabs the back of your scruff.
I also
Lips.
point out again because
No,
nobody even heard it.
Cavelli, come back.
Sorry, what do you say?
I
Cavelli,
thought
I
this
want-
touching thing
It's
is supposed to help
free.
people feel better.
It's free, Cavelli. I won't even charge
I
you.
know. After eating that apple, I felt a welling fire inside me, and now I know fire magic really well.
Looks to you, looks to Cavelli, looks to the person on the ground, looks back to Cavelli.
I won't even charge you 10 glass.
Fine. Puts down. Be ill if you
If
wish.
it's a joke or not.
Cavelli.
Hey.
You are let down, Cavelli. Do you do anything?
Since she's lying down, kind of puts her head on the lap and brushes her hair, gives a smooch on the forehead. Come on, don't want you throwing up on me.
Oh, that's like 3 glass, Cavelli, and you can't. No, come on.
Are you
Oh, she's
gonna
an
throw up?
It seems as if
Are
she's
you
been poisoned by something. I will say, Law, you mentioned that there was don't eating apples at a magical academy. I don't remember us cultivating any purple. Looks at her. Alcohol apples.
Oh shit! Wait, it's poison.
Those also
I
teach
think I
you
know what I
fire
can do with
magic,
this.
apparently.
Kyle, this is gonna sting a little bit.
Stop whatever you're trying to do.
She bites
Please.
into Kyle, tries to suck some poison and spit it out.
That's not how that would work.
Cavalli, this is 15 glass.
How in the gods' good
So-
names have you managed to make it this far?
So I don't think you understand that we're new adventurers.
That's equally impressive
If
and
it makes you feel better, our adventuring time has been unusually short.
I am infinitely impressed and dismayed all at
In
once.
the terms of anyone outside, we have not made it this far.
So,
What's happening over
Is this
here?
not what I'm supposed to do? What am I
Oh.
supposed to do with poison? Come on.
well, I shared a magic apple.
You were all
with
just
Kyle
watching
here.
her like
It
chill
was
out and
purple.
make out right now.
I now know fire magic really, really well, and it poisoned her or something.
Oh,
Why did you poison her with fire?
She's
get out of the way. The Coatl makes their way past all of you. As she does, she just sort of lowers herself down onto the ground.
I tried spitting out the poison. They said it was dumb.
Yes,
Well,
it was
I mean,
dumb.
it's not like she was injected in her bloodstream or something, Cavelli. Duh.
Yeah, she ate it.
You gotta hit her on her stomach or something. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's instead just... They bring their hands down. As they do, you see what appears to be a bit of magic swelling up over top of them. And as all of you watch, you see that the Coatl breathes in and then seems to breathe out. Almost this heavy, like somewhat bluish mist seems to come out from their mouth. Almost again like a fog machine kind of mist or something. Just a very small amount of it seems to trail downwards from their mouth and sort of almost coat the top like area of like the mid section of Kyle. As they do, you do find that Kyle seems to lay there for a moment before, oh, that it goes. They then turn their head and seem to close their eyes. Whatever. They're fine. It should be fine. If
Thank
that was
you.
poison, it's fine.
I have no idea what it was.
What if it wasn't poison?
Well,
It was just a weird vine.
I've seen this before, so it should be whatever. Don't worry about it.
You've seen it before?
Yeah, you're probably talking about the deviled vines.
Ah, they did have like a weird whole eye thing.
Those were summoned.
Hey, the apple had a weird eye thing?
No, the vine. It kind of looked at me. It also swiped at me because don't think it liked me.
The deviled vines is one of the prince's summons that he had after me. It's summon number 2. I'm better than it.
Oh,
In every way.
Okay.
Oh
Or
yeah,
you-
you didn't poison one of my friends, so I like you better.
It makes a whole bunch of like fruits and vegetables on it. Sometimes it makes things like they're like different kinds of herbs and other things as well, but they're usually really weird.
I'll say.
Well, I gotta say, now that we know she's better, turns to Fabio. Congratulations on your fire magic.
Thank you. I was kind of like, I think I was getting brushed over that I'm someone who doesn't do magic much. Now, no.
No, I was
Really good
asking
fire
if there were other
wasn't
things going on.
It was the poison.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Congratulations, the poison.
She should be not that anymore.
Which is why, congratulations. Because no poison.
There's just a look of contentedness on Kyle as she's just laying there.
phenomenal. We've saved this one's life from a hangover. Now then.
That's basically what it seemed like it was. I mean, we say poison, but it was probably just alcohol or some kind of fermentation of the fruit, or I don't know.
You're not drunk, are you, Fabio?
No.
sure?
Yes. He says. Oh, wrong thing, god damn it.
What are you doing over there?
He casts fire protect on himself and now it has a yellow flaming shield around him.
As you
Well-
do so, you find that the instead of giving a yellow flaming shield around yourself, you find that there is almost like this warm wind that seems to come about you, and the tips of your feathers seem to give a little bit more of a glow than they sometimes seem to.
Oh.
Ah, shit.
As this happens,
I would say
all
looking
four of
cool,
you,
but you seem to be warm.
as I say
Wow.
this, all four of you roll me a d20 just because I said so.
Okie dokie.
Because you told me to.
Ooh. Ooh. There's the twin. Alright, let's all start our inevitable descent.
Yep, all four of you. Just roll me a
I
d20.
can give you a 1.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you a 9.
Cool.
That is better than a 1.
I can give you a 15.
Cool.
That is better than a
Plus,
9.
if there's a number to add to it.
What about you, Anthony?
Mouthful, eating more. Sorry.
Roll the dice.
Yeah.
Before I murder you.
I need 2 hands to eat the sandwich. Leave me alone.
14.
Hey.
You got a full ass hoagie sandwich there?
Okay, that's
No, I
enough.
made it myself.
That's enough. The other three were arbitrary. I was trying to see if Anthony could get the thing without letting Anthony know I was wanting him to roll something.
Okay, cool.
Anthony,
I knew I just was eating. What's up?
you find that whenever Fabio does this, there is something extremely familiar about Fabio whenever that happens. The magics, the look therein seems to be extremely familiar to something in the back of your head, or maybe at the front of your shield.
No. No.
Yes. I don't know. What's going on?
No, I'm not saying that in character yet. No, I'm not saying that in
Okay,
character. I'm
alright,
saying that to
take your
Nico. Fuck you, Nico. All right, cool. So I'm sensing my goddess's energy coming off this fucking fire shield now, huh?
You are sensing something akin to that, seemingly coming from Fabio.
From the magical twink. Choose Spider-Man.
Something that, again, as far as you should understand, should have not been here in these last 5,000 years.
You,
At the very least.
Fabio,
Yes.
where is it you derive your divine blood from?
I don't know.
Dude,
Yes.
how?
Well, I don't know if it was through my mother or through my grandmother or whatever. I could have skipped a couple generations. I just don't know. I'm a wildman. I don't really know my family that much because I don't live where most of the other wildmen live.
Where have they moved to?
Well, they're off, like, probably in the mountains. I was more inland.
Your magic is distressingly familiar.
Oh? Did we know each other in the future, then?
No, not like that. I feel my goddess's magic through you,
What?
which is improbable. Her name has been forgotten by my time.
Oh.
Well, you got a goddess, right? See if your name matches.
I don't believe those are similar, right?
No.
Oh no. I only know like One goddess, and it's the one that sent pudding.
Examines.
You're right. Oddly enough, your god is known for pudding. No.
That's
Imagine.
No.
I can't explain how, but I know this power. I'm sure I'm not wrong.
I will have to take your word for it. You would be the expert.
I thought the wings were familiar, but a coincidence. But maybe not. Well, there are others like you. Siblings, anyone.
No. I am very much unique in that aspect.
Only child, yo! High five! I think I'm an only child. I hope I'm an only child.
Interesting. I've already apologized for almost killing you, so I will not do it again with this new information. But know that I would have been far more remiss now than I would have been.
I guess technically speaking, it would have been sacrilege if you had.
I'm not sure how. No, yes, that would have been sacrilegious. Blasphemous, even.
I see.
Fascinating.
Well, you're not gonna do one of those culty things to me and turn me into your god, right?
No, you're not my goddess.
Okay, good.
You simply have that power, that blood.
Can you
Funny
contact
thing.
your goddess?
Funny thing that I will say that is very funny and very just this kind of very random that I do know about the source of the thing that I still have yet to fully explain to you, Anthony, because I haven't even told you the name of your god, I don't think.
No, we still love that at the air. We don't know.
I have its name. But
Oh, neat.
the really funny thing about it is there's actually a story from the thing that I based it off of that has to do with it obtaining a golden apple.
That's so funny.
That's
Pretty
very
goddamn
funny.
funny. That's pretty haha.
Like, I literally just thought about it, like, as I'm sitting here, like, that's funny. I mean, I would have totally made the apple gold at that point, but I didn't.
It's okay.
It was one of those weird. It was one of those weird things that it just changes color, you know.
Would you like
Well,
to know?
It changes color.
Would you like to know the
Like,
name of your
doesn't-
your god?
Doesn't
Yeah. 'Cause
oxidized
you would
gold
know.
turn purple?
Maybe. No, gold doesn't oxidize. Doesn't corrode either. But yes, I'd like to know the name.
Okay.
That's why gold is super valuable for circuits.
You can make purple gold if I remember right.
It's pink gold too.
I'll wait for everybody.
Anyway.
Your
I'm done.
your goddess wouldn't be known as Vasilisa.
Vasilisa. And that's in my time.
Yes.
Cool. Just gotta make sure.
Nobody in this time would ever have any idea what a Vasilisa is.
Vasilisa.
Lisa.
Most law would probably be like Vaseline.
Vasilisa is a carrion god that is all about rebirth through the land, through like different lives, through again decay and reformation, things of that nature.
You know, seasons of fallow and seasons of plenty and all that.
Yeah.
You know, like Monster Hunter 1.
It is named after a story with a character with that interacts with a, again, this is out of the canon of this game, but I named it after a story of a Slavic phoenix and a princess that had been around it.
That's badass. Yes. The name Vasilisa. Do you know this name?
I don't think I do. Do I have to roll something
You
for that,
guys.
Deco?
Nope.
Yeah. No, it's unfamiliar.
Is that an Ohio goddess?
No.
It is spelled this way. Vasilisa.
Thank you, because I had two E's and not I's.
Ill, hello?
Yeah, but-
Monkey, anyone?
No, nothing as far as I can tell. Though I did meet a man up in the mountains who potentially could say something. From legend, they have a scroll of literally everything that's ever been written or said.
Now, of course, he's still around. Or he was around before. How old is he? We should ask him. Right. Anyway. Fast. New revelations for me. It's being distracting, though. Know that your survival at the end of all this has now become a priority, along with the
Thank you.
prince.
Know that I will now make sure that you among all of your friends live.
I know what I said.
All right.
Well, at least one of us is.
I'll make sure to show I'm useful enough to survive too.
Good.
So did we find anything useful when we were going through the doors? Because I got stronger technically, but didn't find any new information.
Potentially.
First of all, most pressing, it should be noted that the time between each door is getting increasingly longer.
Unfortunately, we
with
didn't.
the prince.
Sorry.
We talked with the prince, and he said it'd been 2 years.
2 years?
What?
Oh shit.
Even when we've all
Goodness.
been going through each door, it should only theoretically be past a couple of months, but that is significantly faster than anticipated originally.
It also means that apparently I've been out of work for about a year.
Oh,
We just went in another door. Oh shoot. When we were fighting those ninjas in the boys' bathroom, I can't really. When we were fighting those ninjas, how long do you think that took?
What?
There were ninjas in the boys' bathroom.
oh,
Yeah,
so
I
she
didn't-
likes doing
I
had
didn't
to
see.
fight
I
them
didn't
off.
see any ninjas in there.
No, we had to fight them off. Oh, that's right. You had your eyes closed and we didn't have
Oh,
any
come on,
discussions or
Lil.
anything
Come
because
on,
we were
Lily.
fighting.
Come on, Lily. I set you up for that one.
Yeah, I was
Come
expecting
on,
you to capitalize
Lily.
that.
I set you up
Wait,
for
what?
that.
She
Set
said
me up
I.
for what?
She said I didn't see any ninjas in the bathroom.
It's like, yeah, they're ninjas. I'm playing.
You are always adored, Lily. Never forget this.
Yeah, they must have knocked you out because we didn't talk at all, remember?
So you talked.
Okay, so they had an important conversation in there, and she's too embarrassed to admit it. Okay.
That
Or
does
there's-
seem to be
There was
what
nothing.
Aaron
There was
said.
nothing ever that went on ever. But continue with what you were
Oh, well,
saying.
mm,
It's been years.
It would seem so, yes.
That doesn't make any sense. Or,
At this point, the prince will be preparing his thesis, as he had mentioned to us.
I doubt that that's going to be something that he's going to be able to pull off anytime soon. If he still hasn't mastered any kind of summoning spells or anything, then even with a perfect thesis, I doubt he's going to be allowed to graduate here.
wait. How much time do we still have then? Until he disappears?
According to Anthea, sometime within the first 10 years they disappear. But apparently it fluctuates. Apparently it happens any time that she takes her eyes off of him.
Even for a second.
From what we know, some kind of event has to happen, and then once that event happens, as soon as she takes her eyes off of the prince, he disappears.
You don't think...
Continue.
I don't know, but... I'm trying to think here, because... he's not the only one to sort of disappear during all this.
Because it seemed to be around when Coatl here would vanish. Or get killed or something, right?
Does that mean we have more time? Or...
I don't know.
We might need to ask her more things, because she must know why time is suddenly going faster, right?
How does she act towards you, by the way?
When you say you,
Well, how... Coatl.
you saw whenever they were doing things with the Quaddle before, they did not seem to act very friendly at all to each other.
Were they always that unfriendly, or just when we were around?
They didn't do much of anything until you guys showed up. They always fell off, though.
Wait. It's interesting.
Did anybody learn anything else?
So she didn't...
Something we can actually figure something out of?
Well, there is more. There is one thing with... Well, I myself don't fully understand, but the paladin might understand more. Something about an orb.
It's the blue orb.
There is a orb that's about. I believe that some of you may be at least somewhat understanding of these crystalline structures that some of you seem to have on your person. Those crag that you have.
Crag, yes.
It is a type of crystal that grows deep within the Quietmarch. Some of them are easier to obtain than others. They seem to be a sort of creeping crystal. They grow. You leave them alone in a dark place with a bunch of magic, and you return, sometimes days, weeks, months, years later, and sometimes they fill the entire space. The original, I guess, sources of those crystals, as well as modern magic as we know it, come from these orbs that you speak of. They are in the same vein as those crag. They creep. Instead of creeping outwards, however, they creep magically. They absorb and release certain types of elemental and originous magics. The headmaster here did their thesis on such an orb and was able to find it and bring it to this location, the one that you're speaking of, Paladin. The blue orb that was brought here It is a... How should I put? It is a magic that is old. The orb itself was found deep within the Quietmarch, as I mentioned. It is from a time before the Draco Strait came up to this place. It could be even before your time.
Most likely.
These type of magics, these orbs, these greater crag, these originus, as sometimes they're called, they are powerful conduits of magic. They motion around themselves. I imagine, from what you said, the one who cast the spell here either had or used something similar.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
A spell like this is something that is potentially only ever even capable of being used because of something like that. That being said, apparently our prince removes the orb from this place. Do they do that before they disappear, or do they do that after they disappear, is something we need to figure out. Is it the cause of their disappearance, or is it the cause of their revival? From what you
Either way,
said,
finally a concrete goal.
I don't know where they keep those items. I'm a high-up teacher in this place, but only the head Templar and the headmaster would know where they keep those kind of artifacts.
Hmm.
You seemed somewhat
Where they keep
preoccupied with something
artifacts.
else as well, Law.
No, there was one more thing. As we were talking, there was mention of something that reminded me of something that we talked to of the Witch of Yule.
Hmm?
We talked about the orb, we talked about some sort of dragon below us.
Oh, you felt him?
So you are aware of it.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
it's a dragon.
We were aware of it, yeah.
How are you aware of it?
Weren't we told by someone?
You were told by the witch that at one point there were 3 dragons in these lands. There was Eildon, which is the one that's currently around the place, seemingly flying around, big Angie dragon. And there were 2 others that seemed to have disappeared at one point, that the witch seemed to assume were very friendly, very nice dragons. And according to them, at least, they believed them to be dead. However, they were pretty sure the thing that had caused their death was something similar to what you had whenever you brought the bag to them.
Okay. Then I was thinking of something else entirely then.
Mm-hmm. I found him out as soon as I was summoned. That being said, whenever I was summoned, he told me to shush. So I haven't really mentioned it to anyone.
It spoke to you.
Yeah.
Think you could speak to it now?
They look around the area. Here is odd. I don't really feel it here.
We go through. Where was the best place to feel it?
I mean, the last place I felt it was whenever you guys took me out of the doors, though I wasn't really looking whenever I was in the bathroom just then.
All right, which room do you want to check?
It's up to all of you.
While we're at it, personally, I was thinking where I'd put an orb. Personally, I'd hide it with books because, you know, there's just a bunch of books and no one's gonna read every book, you know?
If I had a crystalline focus of incredible power and have it being guarded by a dragon.
Well, then maybe we're in luck.
Yeah, I was also thinking.
Exactly. That's been my thought since you mentioned the things we've been able to talk to you.
From what we were told, there's only one dragon still alive, and that's Eildon.
Again, that was to their knowledge. They also didn't know
That's
anything
knowledge.
about a powerful mage being in this place that rivaled them to the point of getting rid of the maladies either.
Yeah.
The witch only knows so much.
Yeah, I know. So maybe the Academy captured one of the two friendlier ones, then. If
I
the
don't
other
know
was
any-
just dead.
Probably not.
I don't know anything about it.
I guess let's hope they're friendly. I don't have high hopes, but let's see, where'd be a good talking area?
Probably somewhere that has the least amount of people. Is there a particular place like that at the Academy that was, while open, few people would actually be around it?
You guys think back to
Just
all of
saying.
the different rooms you guys have been in. Currently, you see all of the ones
there is
there.
one place.
I mean, yeah. That's
Okay.
so unfortunately true.
You just see a look
as
of
law-
just kind of piss off coming from Saying as they just look at you.
As
Well,
Law
you weren't there to
and
teach the class.
Fabio are going to probably try to be polite. Go butter. Oh,
I
no
don't
one
need
was
to
in
be.
that necromancy classroom. Not a soul except for us.
Fabio
I
was,
was
not
more
thinking of it at all.
meaning that Miss Sam wasn't there to give the class, but
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
As they just
Let's
turn
go.
and start walking.
okay.
As they do. I think that's a very funny place to end things off for the day.
That is true.
With all of you looking over toward the necromancy classroom, thinking, oh, that's going to be a great place to potentially talk to a dragon. No one's ever going to go there.
I had
To
another
be
idea,
fair, I don't
but
think it's your fault, Teach. I just think a lot of necromancers ruin the reputation of necromancers, including you. I'm kidding, though. Maybe.
There is still a room you guys don't know anything about as well. Ooh.
Yeah, that room. Well, that's the
Ah.
cafeteria. This is probably like, I don't know.
so
The
I,
other cafeteria.
I have a burning
It's-
question.
Imagine
Because
that's just the dragon's room.
Okay. So we're going to the necromancy classroom. That's question. Why not go to Blue's room? I mean, this person
This
can't
one's
still be
outside
there,
of
right?
time.
Every time
Yeah, I
they
also
go,
saw that time.
you weren't here for this. Whenever they went
Oh.
here, the last time, they pissed off Anthea and kind of broke the room. So now it kind of exists outside of time. That being said, they were all just talking about wanting to speak to Anthea. And Anthea was like, hey, if you ever want to speak to me, come to this room.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, that's what this fucker's been
Look,
hiding. this whole
I'd
time.
rather talk to a dragon that'll probably eat us before I talk to her again. She.
I broke the magic with the fate card.
man, I can't believe you broke the magic, you completely not special boy.
I think I'm
You're
like,
so.
guys,
I can't believe
you're
that
a little
whenever you
special
came
boy.
I can't believe that whenever you came into this place, you were the only one not affected for some reason.
guys,
You were a
I
little
don't mean to
special
alarm
boy.
you, but I think I might be special.
You're a little
Yeah,
special
no
boy.
shit, Sherlock.
I might have divine goddess blood inside me, guys.
Yeah, no shit, you're an angel. What did you expect, dumbass?
Me when the cycle of rebirth got reversed.
I don't know, maybe like a throne or something. Who knows? Not the like a.
Do you
the
not
ankle.
hear the 1 minute 30-second intro that appears every time you wake up?
What?
Like Family Guy.
I am the Family Guy.
Everyone.
I can't believe Fabio's related to my god.
I can't believe it.
I
That was
can't believe it completely,
unintentional.
actually.
I just
Everyone.
thought the gold wingtips was cool.
We are going
Shit.
to end things off here for the day. I hope that everybody had a wonderful time with our new lad here with us. We didn't actually get through as much as I thought we would today. That being said, we still may be able to keep on track. Before today's session, I thought
See
we'd
what
have
happens.
maybe 2 to 3 sessions left. I think we possibly could get things done in 2 sessions. We may be closer to having an extra session if that's fine with people.
Let's see what happens.
But because we kind of only got to go through 1 door each today, and to a couple of doors were kind of not amazingly useful. But hey, you got fire magic though. That's pretty fun. And we got to talk
perfect
about
fire
some
magic.
lore.
Lore.
Love lore. Lore's great.
Law. The law.
But we will come back here next week trying to figure out more about the mystery of this place, whether you guys can figure out any things about these Originists or these of this dragon or this headmaster who apparently slapped a student and walked away.
He's so normal.
He's such a normal guy. I love how
the
both
Lord.
times
I speak for the
I love how both times I've had him had a conversation in front of you guys and asked you if you wanted to do anything. Neither time you went closer to listen. So I've just been having him not say shit and just be sus and walk away twice in a row.
It's really good.
Well, these things do happen in threes.
It's just like have him do the most sus shit and then walk away has just been his entire character so far.
Listen, he's
He's
very
so
lucky.
cool. He's fully
Fabio went and got
hydrated.
fire magic instead of coming up behind him with the fucking mace.
And it's Fabio with the steel chair. But yes, I hope you guys had fun. We're gonna end the recording right here. Until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
Bye bye.